Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat, we're back with another one. Clap it up for your boy. Clap it up for your boy. We back with another one, chat. I'm telling you, it's late night vibes. Let me grab my water real quick. All right, word. Waiting for some people. My fault. Waiting for some people to get in here, chat. I got Bo with me again. Chat. Got Bo with me again. Wait a couple minutes. Got one. Appreciate you tuning in. Since we got one in here, I'm going to get started. Welcome to another edition of What the Hell's Happening in Sports. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. Yes, sir. Clap it up for your boy once again. Yes, sir. Pop in chat again. I'm here with my dog, with my doggy, with the bro, Bo. That's Bo Jackson. Can't give out the last name. I appreciate you tuning in, though. I'm just messing with y'all. But yeah, I got Bo with me again. He's going to be on with me for the rest of eternity. I need somebody here to lighten me up while I talk shit. No bullshit. With that being said, Sox had a big day today. They swept the Baltimore Orioles. They won all 4 games against Baltimore in Baltimore for this series. Great news on that. After the game, hours after the game, I should say, the Red Sox have announced that their prize pitcher in the minors is going to start tomorrow. Not tomorrow night. Tonight, because it's already Friday, against Paul Skeens. I'm gonna get to who that is. If you do tune in or are tuning in, you can spam in the comments. I ain't giving it away yet, but if y'all follow Boston, you already know. The Piglet is coming to Boston. Yes, Sirski. Other news. Patriots have revealed, their new rivalry uniforms. Those they look good. I mess with them. You know, some people don't, but I do mess with them. I'll give my little critique on it for the most part, but it's smooth. Got a new QB. Got a new QB, new CB. Couple dudes did just get released. A fan favorite and a draft bust got released by the Pats. Hey, it is what it is. We'll get to that. What else? I see. Shout out to Amari Scott tuning in. I got you, bro. Give me a second. Let me just finish off the how do you call it? The little lineup we got going. So you have the uniforms, the releases. Oh, the members on the practice squad. The practice squad were announced. We'll get to that. Anything else? Oh, big. Can't believe I almost forgot about this. There was a blockbuster trade in the NFL today involving the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. If you follow the Cowboys, you know who got traded. But guess what? You don't know what was in the trade if you haven't tuned into that. We'll get to that. And then lastly, little preview on BC Eagles football. Little preview. Little bit of the depth chart. And somewhat, I'm going to give a little bit of analysis because I haven't tuned in as much to the Boston College Eagles football with Bill O'Brien. I haven't really tuned into much of their stuff as of the last couple weeks. But we got a new QB, a transfer from Alabama. We'll talk about him, and we'll talk about their upcoming matchup against Fordham University. With that being said, Amari, I'm going to tap you in. It's in Discord. It's in you know where you told me to put it is right in there. So I got you. Hey, I got you. But yeah, it's already in there, bro. It's already in there. Trust me. I was prepared today. No bullshit. I was waiting for you to tune in. That way I can tell you where it was at. But yeah, it's in there. It's in the it's in the Discord. It's in the Discord where you told me to told me to put it in. But it's in there for you, bro. So yeah, join whenever. I'm gonna tap you in, coach. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I sent it where you told me to send it. No bullshit. In that little app in the little podcast, scheduling, I should say. I'm telling you. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to Nana tuning in. I'll wait for Amari to get in here. That way we can start. But yeah, Nana, what's up, bro? What's up? I'm kind of a little upset. I'm a little upset. Oh, the YouTube's the only one in there? Oh, my fault, bro. My fault. I got you. Yeah, Nana, don't think I'm about the shit that you said to me, bro. That you said to me earlier. No bullshit. Yeah, that don't cut it with me, bro. I don't think I'm gonna be in last place in fantasy because the shit that the boss wants to do, the commissioner wants to do, that shit ain't happening with me, bro. It can happen. Play with your mama, bro. Don't play with me. No bullshit. Because ain't nobody finishing in last. No bullshit. And if I do finish last, all right, I'll eat my words. But no bullshit. No, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. No cap. No cap. We ain't doing it. I sent it in there, bro. Amari. People right now. Yes, sir. Word. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bay State Media himself, Mr. Amari Scott, welcome.
Yo, this dude Nana. Yo, Nana is mad funny, bro.
No bullshit.
Yo, he said your voice is mad soothing. Yo, he is yo. I swear to God, he's like top 5 funniest people I've ever met, bro.
Top 5. You heard him.
Nana is hilarious,
Nana. He
bro.
said you top
And
5.
I know a lot of people, dog. He's like top 5, bro. He's undefeated, dog. That shit was hilarious. He's so funny, bro.
No
but
bullshit.
yeah, man. How you feeling, bro? How you doing?
I'm feeling great. How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. I heard you was talking about them unis, bro. Them unis is ass. I
fuck with them, but there's like I don't trust. I like there. How should I say this? I expected better. I did.
It's just like that color blue,
but it could have been more.
That color blue is gross. Like, you know what they could have did, bro? They could have took that design and concept and then kept the colors from like the color, like the Bledsoe era jerseys, bro. They could have reworked those Bledsoe era ones into like the NE that was kind of together on the shoulders,
right?
And like the little gray thing, like on the like. I liked the layout of the jersey, like the design, but that color blue ruined it, bro. Like that's never been a Patriots color.
No bullshit. Yeah, if it was the blue, if it was the '90s blue. With it, you can make that a nor'easter. This blue right here, like I get why they did it. Don't get me wrong, but like the uniform itself, I just wish they added more flavor to it. Like it's cool, It's not bad. It's not like the jersey itself, like the uniform combo itself, it doesn't necessarily suck, but it's one of those things. Like, yeah, this is a typical New England shit. Like they're gonna fuck up something with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like imagine they changed Captain America to that color.
Yeah.
That shit would look horrible. Like I just think that they got the design of it right. Just the color, that one color ruined for me. I'm just gonna say for me, because I saw the reception as a whole for the jerseys as the Patriots. It at least the reception for Pats fans, it was like a 50-50 from what I saw. From like Pats fans, like half of the people were like they're ugly, and then the other half loved them. There was like no in between.
Exactly.
So I thought the coldest ones.
I fuck with them, but it could have been better. That's a fact. Yeah.
I thought the coldest ones were the Bills.
No bullshit. The Bills are the good
Those
colors.
ones were
Yeah.
tough. Like they were simple. There wasn't too much going on. Like I feel like the all white, like how the Bengals did, like the all white NFL jerseys just look so good.
No, that's fair. Yeah, no, because I fuck with the Vikings one. I fuck with the Bills. Like even the Vikings, they're not a rivalry uniform, but like the way how they even did their all white combos, like them,
Yeah,
the Bills, like the way how they do it, like that right there, it's like okay, like they really like that all white icy look makes it look smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like if
that
the Pats did something like that with how their uniform is right now, with you have like the colors on the shoulders and whatnot. And if you just make it, you know what I'm saying? It would be tough. It'd be tough, but
yeah.
ain't nobody
They
want to.
got the accent colors right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. The accent colors would be, yeah. You
They
know what
got
I'm
that.
saying?
They got that down. Like they got that down. Same thing with the Dolphins. The
Right.
Dolphins did theirs perfectly too. They didn't do too much like teal and orange. They basically just did enough that you can notice the teal and orange, keeping the
Exactly.
all black.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, honestly, chat, what I'll do also, because I'll show y'all the Pats uniform, but Amari did make a great point. I might as well show y'all the rest of the uniforms as well. So,
The
including the
Niners
Pats.
ones were ugly too.
Yeah, facts. The whole AFC East did get rivalry uniforms as well as the NFC West. So the West teams and obviously the East teams, they got a little flavor added to the uniform combos for this year. So I'll show y'all that when we get to it. Real quick in the comments, I'll put this up for that way Amari can see too. Nana said, "Nah, an Amari NERO podcast. This is getting wild."
Yo, no, we've been doing this for a minute, bro. We've been doing this together for a hot minute.
No bullshit. No, we
So
have. It's been a couple months. No bullshit. No bullshit. It's been a
we
couple
went
months.
we went and did a vlog together at Big Three. I
Yep.
got to post the content for that, bro. I'm still clipping,
Mhm.
still finding an efficient way to do that. And then we got coming up. We're going to see the Tigers play the Red Sox soon. Um, luckily for us, Garrett Crochet and Tariq Skubal are in a fucking battle right now. That game that Skubal just had against the Athletics did not help his case
Yeah.
at all. He should have honestly he probably should have called it after the sixth inning. Then the seventh inning came. The Tigers were doing a great job, and then boom, gave that up. So Scubal's going to look to 100% redeem himself against Garrett Crochet in the Cy
Right.
Young race. So we are going
Right.
to catch that for you guys, you Red Sox fans. You guys will get a Tariq Scubal versus Garrett Crochet Cy Young specialty vlog for you guys. So
Hell yeah.
I was
Hell
thinking
yeah.
about doing a Patreon for that too, but I don't think we've gotten that far yet.
No, that's fair. No, we still got time. We still got time, bro.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about it. At least we got a month left, and also we'll be better prepared for that. And honestly, at that point, even when we do go to see them, the race itself is going to be even crazier. There's going to be a lot of shit by that last weekend that
Yeah.
we're going to watch the game, but we also are going to we're going to pay attention to the scoreboard too, because that shit, it's going to be wild. It's going to be
Yep.
wild. This should be MLB playoffs. I tell you, the teams that are if the season ended today, the teams that would be in it would be smooth, but you never know. Anything could happen. Anything could happen within a month. We've seen it here in
Yep.
Boston. We see Atlanta's gone through the same thing, so on and so forth. It's never over until it's really over. No bullshit.
Yeah. So what's our order here on the live? What are we doing? We're doing the jerseys, and then what else?
No, so we'll start off with baseball real quick. Actually, so we're gonna start off with the baseball with the Red Sox.
Okay.
Because I didn't go live last night, so I'll recap both the games, including yesterday's game and let's see, actually the past two games. So I know it was both wins. I believe it was it's Friday now. So Wednesday and Thursday's game. Quick recap on those. The big call up. Got to talk
Yes,
about
sir.
that. Got to talk about that. Then it'll go Patriots with the jerseys, practice squad, and our new quarterback that people are I wouldn't say too excited about, but you know, fan casuals, are making a big deal about this, but it is what it is. But we'll talk about Mr. Cutlets in a few. What else? Oh, and then lastly, it'll be the blockbuster trade.
Yes, sir.
And then finally, little BC football for coming up on Saturday. So talk a little bit about that too. But we'll fly through those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the BC one I'm excited about because for those who are watching that don't know, I am a gigantic fucking like football head just in general. So I follow all college football. I got a sleeper recruit to watch out for you guys too for BC. So I'm excited to kind of share that with you guys too.
Hell yeah, indeed. And then last comment before we get into it, chat, from Mr. Adu himself. He said, I don't know how Amari can talk about sports, but every time you ask him to hoop, he goes, nah, I'm in New Zealand or some bullshit. Wow.
Yeah.
Nigga got him to cough. That's how you know it's serious, nigga.
Bro made me cough on the bro made me cough on the blood. Yo, it's funny because like I tried to hit him up a couple times. He was playing in this like little league, and I was like, yo, let me come drop bucks. I saw him and Luke playing. I was like, yo, let me come drop bucks on niggas real quick. And they were like, yo, bro, it's like it's one of those like gatekeeping leagues. Like there was only like a certain amount of spots of non people in the group of that specific group who could play per team, and they had already used all the spots for that. So I was trying to catch him on that the last time, but that was a while ago, bro. Yeah, we got a ball, bro, because I was out there. Me and Nana was out there giving bucks. I need my Draymond Green out there. You feel me?
Hell yeah! Shout out to Draymond.
Shout out Nana Draymond.
Today. We'll shout out to Draymond today. No bullshit.
Yep.
You do play. You do got that little Draymond Green build, nigga.
Yep.
I gotta give it to you. No bullshit on that, but facts. But other than that, yeah, Nana, if you're still watching, and I'm sure you are, keep spamming the comments with the stupidity because we need it. We need some laughs, bro.
Yeah. We love the interaction, bro. We read your comments. We read all the comments while watching. So just know that, guys.
Oh, hell yeah. Facts. Ooh. Chat, you heard him. Keep spamming. We do read it. I do put it up on the screen also for me as well as Mari can see too, interact. You know what to do. Everybody, and I appreciate it. I will say lastly, before I get into it, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. And if you are tuning in, send the live out, whether it's people that we know or other people that, no. Just send the live out, bro. Send the live. It helps us out. No bullshit. All right. To get into Wednesday night's game. It was interesting. It was an interesting game. The Sox obviously did take the dub 3-2 final. Greg Weiser came in. He took the win in this game. He's now 6-4 with a 2.91 ERA. Aiken took the loss. He's 4-4 with a 3.29 ERA. And then, the aforementioned, like I always mention, Aroldis Chapman with another save, his 26 on the year. He has a astounding 1.04 ERA on the year. And it looks like arguably one of the best pickups of the offseason as a whole in the MLB right there.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Naturally, as any you all know, if y'all tune in, y'all know, Amari knows too, the losers got to go first. So the Orioles, having a shitty year, they've been going first this series. So why not go with them again to start out? They only had 5 hits on the night. Beavers was the best player on the night for the Orioles batting wise. He had 2 hits, which included an RBI as well. Other guys who added hits were Jackson, Mayo, and Dylan Carlson. Carlson did have RBI as well. The starting pitcher, it was more of a bullpen game for the Orioles, but the Orioles did end up using 3 bullpen guys. Ennis went first. He went 2 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. He did strike out 3, but he gave up a home run, which was another leadoff home run by Roman Anthony. He had 2 leadoff home runs in the series, back-to-back games. There you go right there. Contreras also came right after. He pitched 4 1/3, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, so he did his job. He did walk a guy, and he had 2 strikeouts. And then lastly, Aiken did come in, 2 innings, 2 hits, did give up 2 runs. He didn't walk anybody, but he struck out 2 and then gave up a home run to Cedar Rafaela in the 9th inning. Cedar Rafaela was clutch once again. I tell you, so that's Orioles right there. And then quickly for the Sox, they only had, they only had 7 hits on the night. 3 guys did have 2 hits. Jaron Duran had a couple hits. David Hamilton had a couple hits. Cedar Rafaela was a star of the night. 2 hits, 2 RBIs. One of them was the game-winning home run in the bottom. Excuse me, not the bottom, the top of the ninth inning. Again, also, then lastly, Roman Anthony. Obviously, he did have a hit, which was leadoff home run. Pitching wise for the Sox, Brian Bayo did start this game, and he did what Brian Bayo's been doing all year. He pitched another quality start. He went 6 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits. He did walk a guy, did strike out 6. 2 runs did come in. One of them was earned. The run from early on in the game in the second inning was off an error, so that did not count on his record. Naturally, he almost got out of it in the 7th inning. There was just a misplay by Jarren Duran and Cedar Rafaela in the outfield, which allowed this earned run to score in the bottom of the 7th. So that's tough, but 6 2/3 from Brian Bayo. He's been doing it all year, and he continued it. Justin Wilson came in to finish out that 7th inning. He pitched the third, obviously the third of the inning. He got a ground out in the a fly out in the process. Greg Weitzer came in after, pitched the inning, did have a strikeout, and then Aroldis Chapman pitched, got the save in the 9th inning, and he had 3 strikeouts. And I will say his last batter that he faced, the batter was being a pest, but hey, I believe it took 11 pitches, but he got the strikeout. The game is over. That's it for Wednesday night's game. Real quick, Amari, going back to Wednesday night's game. In terms of Brian Bayo's start, now I know naturally the Orioles aren't having a great year. Obviously, there's injuries. Guys have been traded. The team now is really they're just trying to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? And with a guy like Brian Bayo, how he's pitched overall this year and what he did against the Orioles, is this a guy that you feel comfortable going into the playoffs kind of saying, all right, this guy right here can really do some damage in the playoffs? Do you think Brian Bayo, when we do get to that point, hopefully, if the Sox don't mess anything up in September, is this guy gonna really, really shine in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, yes, because I think if he can continuously go 7 innings, and like recently he's had a couple of starts where he's gone 7 to 6 innings. Like if he can just keep continuously going 6 to 7, and he can keep these games low scoring games, like I think that especially with a team like the Orioles, who they're not necessarily a very consistent team or a good team at all this year. But as of late, the Orioles have been hitting somewhat better than they've hit all year as of the past like week or so. So for me, going into that kind of the series, especially after how we played against the Orioles that last series we played against them,
right.
I was just really looking to see this series that we could just continuously like dominate throughout the whole series. And even though we didn't necessarily dominate as a whole, I think that Bayo's start was a really good sign that even though it's late in the year, he's still being able to consistently get wins, and he's still being able to consistently keep low scoring games. And you like to see that for his confidence going into the playoffs, and he's not getting rattled right now, knowing that these games are important. So if he can continue this mindset of each time he goes in there, like he doesn't always have to strike somebody out, always 24/7 in the zone, and he doesn't have any, like he doesn't have any, but his heat's not his best attributes considering he's an off-speed pitcher. So I think that him having the confidence in his stuff right now is just the biggest thing you want to see, especially like I know some of those, I don't know if anybody's watched like the documentary from last year, but like he's come a long way this year from last year.
Absolutely.
Just to see his location and his command is improved a shit ton from last year. So I think I'm very confident in Bayo right now. He really hasn't given me a reason not to lately at all. Or really, honestly, in the beginning of the season, it was a little bit like he had that great first start. And then there were like a couple starts here and there where I was like a little bit iffy. And then he straightened it out. Ever since then, it was like a couple months into the season. Like he straightened it out after those couple months.
Right. No, exactly.
Yeah, I have high confidence. I really like how he's pitching right now, especially with the strong outing this last outing against the Orioles. So,
Absolutely no, because and I agree with you, especially on the first part of the season, because even in the first part of the season, you kind of got the vibes that it was like, oh man, all right, this is the same Brian Bayo that we're used to seeing. Yeah,
Right.
he started out on the IL for the first couple weeks of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And like Amari mentioned, he had a great first start. I believe he went 6, did what a normal Brian Bayo start looks like now.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had, I believe it was like 3 or 4 starts in between. I believe it was the month of May, that it was almost like, okay, we're getting one good outing from him. Like, okay, I wouldn't say good, but one decent outing from him. Then you get an outing that he gets roughed up a little bit. Then you get another decent outing. Then you get another outing that it's like, okay, he didn't do too bad, but he's throwing 100 pitches in 4 innings. It's like this guy can't go 5 or 6. Now you really see him now, and it's like, okay, every time he goes out there, you're expecting, all right, yeah, this guy's probably going to go 6, 7, maybe even 8 if he has his pitch count low. And in those innings, you'll probably see 6 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts. But when you look at the game entirely, it's a bunch of ground balls, some fly balls, maybe a walk or 2. But if guys are getting on base, they're not scoring. Or if they do score, he's only giving up 1, 2 runs. It's like, it's nothing crazy. It's like this guy, when you talk about a model of consistency, besides Garrett Crochet, because we know what Garrett Crochet can bring, this guy, Brian Bayo, he's really looking like, okay, now I'm mature. I've been in the league for the last couple years. Now let me try to actually settle into this league instead of me trying to impress everybody with my 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Now I'm pitching for location. Now I'm throwing my off speed, and it's continuously bringing the good results. If he just continues like that, I mean, with Garrett Crochet, Brian Bayo, and even Lucas Giolito, when he's on, you have a top 3. You have your best start. You have 3 good starters. One great and 2 very good starters at the moment. That you're like, okay, if we're in a 5-game series, we have 3 guys right there that that we can win game 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? And if they win those games and you get on these teams early in the postseason, then you set yourself up for better success, because okay, now we started getting these early leads or whatnot. We don't have to play from behind. We have guys that can go out there and give us 5, 6, maybe even 7. Then we leave it up to the bullpen and everybody else. We haven't had this comfortability of a Red Sox team since 21 in terms of pitchers. So at least getting that consistency from not just Brian Bayo, but from the Crochets, from the Giolitos, I tell you, that's what's really allowed our season to continue the way it has.
Right.
And Craig Breslow, he did his thing. He's done his thing, you know. And I will say Andrew Bailey for Brian Bayo, especially this year, they figured it out together, and that's a great thing. I tell you, that is. I will say one more thing, Amari, because before we do move on from Bayo, I wanted to talk about real quick about Cedar Rafaela and the month he's had prior to Wednesday night's game. Naturally, the last home run that he did hit was the walk-off home run against the Tampa Bay Rays, right? And then he went a month with really not doing much at the plate. He finally gets this home run, this game-winning home run Wednesday night. And it's almost like you almost look at it like, okay, maybe this guy's going to wake up again. Maybe this guy's bat is really going to play a part for helping this team. Do you think that a moment like that can kind of rejuvenate his season and allow him to be the player who he is going into September and possibly, and I'll still say the possibly because it ain't over yet, possibly for October baseball?
Yeah. I don't think he's had like a terrible month. I think he just had one bad stretch, which was the 17th to the 22nd, which was the end of the Miami series into that Baltimore series, which we lost. And that end of that Miami series, we lost that game. And going into the New York series, he didn't play well the first 2 games. But he's redeemed himself. He redeemed himself that third game in New York, and ever since then he's kind of righted the ship. Minus that first game in Baltimore, which he went 0 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's been just a little bit streaky this month.
Right.
Last month, obviously, he was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He only had like a couple days out of the month where he didn't have any hits,
Right.
and he
Right.
had negative days. And then the month
Mhm.
before that, in July, obviously we know July was probably his best month all around,
Correct. Yeah. 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 I
in
agree.
my personal opinion, this season.
Yep.
And I think I was a little nervous, like I said, in that stretch this past month from the 17th to the 22nd, from the end of that Miami series towards the middle of that New York series. Yes, I was nervous, I will admit, but when he righted the ship in that third game, in the 12-1 game, I've had no gripes since then. And defensively, he's been perfectly fine. So yeah, no, I'm not really worried about him.
That's fair.
I think he's perfectly fine. I think another player I wanted to mention just quickly before we move on to the next game, but
Mm-hmm.
quickly, David Hamilton had a great game this game. Then the 3-2 game against he went 2 for 3. He had a couple hits, so you like to see that from a player who is very inconsistent at times, and he's also a great base runner. So you like to see a guy like that get on base. So he
Absolutely.
had a good game, and if he can continue to get 1 or 2 hits a game, that would be awesome, especially beneficial for this team that is very good at base running with a lot of speedy guys like Durand. You got Story, you got Rafaela, and you got Hamilton, and you got Romy Gonzalez. So you
Mm-hmm.
got a couple guys who can really run the base paths, and Roman Anthony too as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the end of that for the game for me for that game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I tell you, and Amari does have a great point, especially with David Hamilton, too. Now that with Marcelo Mayer done for the year, it obviously opens up some more playing time. Yeah, he's platooning with Romy Gonzalez for the most part, and even Cedon Rafaela at times when he does play second base. But I do agree with Amari that when a guy like David Hamilton, if he can provide you a hit, maybe even 2 hits a game, along with some base stealings, it goes some bases stolen, excuse me. It goes a long way because speed does, especially now in the game of baseball, plays a big factor because a lot more guys are stealing bases. They're challenging catchers a lot more. They're challenging pitchers a lot more from trying to
Mm-hmm.
step off, creating balks and all that. If David Hamilton can get into that groove where he can just get on base, whether it's during a game or even as a pinch runner, and be
Mm-hmm.
able to continuously steal bases, it's going to help you win games. The more you take the risk and actually trying to steal a base to put your team in a better position to win, it does
Mm-hmm.
one. And I tell you, and that's why he's carved up a role, especially this year. I know last year he did well enough, but there was still some struggles with him. This year he was in a different situation where he did struggle. He went down to the minor leagues a couple times. Guys like Marcelo Mayer and Romy Gonzalez were getting more time. But now
Mm-hmm.
that window, that spot, I should say, has opened up for him, he's taking advantage of it. He's taking advantage, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I really am proud of him. I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
even if he can steal hits too, like just infield hits, like
Right.
if he's so fast and quick, like he can turn some of those weaker hits and weaker contact hits into infield hits. Like that will be an advantage, especially a huge advantage in the playoffs. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, and with the speed like him, you really got to prepare for that team. I tell you, I would assume, especially going into the playoffs, when they
mhm,
do get there, that is going to be that other teams, whether it's if we play the Yankees or we play Toronto or such and such, whoever we play in their game plan, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, listen, we gotta when if David Hamilton gets on base, we have to prepare for trying to get him out or trying to find a way to turn these double plays or so on and so forth. Like that's gonna be part of their game plan.
right,
When it comes playoff time, I tell you, that's
right.
how he affects games. That's a
Yep,
fact.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This next game is interesting. There's another player who I'm probably going to talk about in the same light too.
In the same way, too. No, that's fair. That's fair. And with that being said, let's get on to the final game of the Red Sox Orioles series, which was, let me just make sure. All right, boom, there you go. Which was another 3-2. Oh, actually, there's the same one I was just looking at. My fault,
Yeah,
Chad.
3-2 finish. Yep.
3-2 finish. Yeah, I know. We got 3-2. We got 2 3-2 finishes in this series. So yeah, no, it does tend to. It did tend to mess me real quick. Let me just get that up. And is it up? Oh, no, it's not up yet. It's up right here. There you go. Word. So, yep, another 3-2 finish by the Sox yesterday because it's now Friday.
Yeah.
Jordan Hicks did take the win in this one. Jordan Hicks has been something else, but hey, I'll give him credit for at least not
today.
Exactly right. He's now 2-7 on the year with a 6.30 ERA. Rico Gonzalez did take the loss in this. He's now 0-1 on the year with a 3.80 ERA. The Sox finally got to Rico Gonzalez after that bullshit that they went through with him last week. So proud of them for that. Steven Matz got another save on the year. That it is now his second career save, I should say, of the year. His first one with the Sox. He owns a 2.98 ERA, and his ERA is going down after every outing he's pitched for the Sox. And that is great. That's great for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Facts. What was I going to say? Oh,
more so for us because we need his ass this playoff run.
Oh, yeah, no, we do. We definitely do.
Hating up to say it, honestly.
Yeah, that's a fact. I tell you, our bullpen, we do have a few guys that are lockdown guys, but I tell you, the majority of the bullpen is shaky at times too. So if we get another consistent presence from a guy like Steven Matz, it's going to do wonders for us. It will do wonders. I will tell you that, Chad. Yeah. The Orioles lost, obviously. We start with them. They actually had three guys that had a couple hits on the afternoon for them, and that included Jackson Holiday. Let's see, Jackson Holiday, the other Jackson, Jay Jackson, and Emmanuel Rivera each had 2 hits. By the way, Chad, I will say they got 3 Jacksons on the team, 2 of them with the last name Jackson, 1 with Jackson Holiday. I'm not into the Orioles like that. So if I see Jay Jackson or A Jackson, that's them.
Okay. So I will say,
yeah.
A Jackson is Alex Jackson because I watch all the teams. So
okay.
Jeremiah Jackson is the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, we appreciate you. Yeah. So Jeremiah Jackson and Alex Jackson. There you go. Appreciate you, Amari. Yeah, no, the Orioles. I don't follow them too much. But I do know Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holiday, the players that you should know. I know. Everybody else is, I wouldn't say casual, but I'd be forgetting names.
Who really watches Baltimore, anyways?
Yeah, that's a fact. They're in a rut, so But yeah, Jeremiah Jackson did have an RBI. Ryan Mountcastle added a hit along with Dylan Carlson as well, and the other Jackson, Alex Jackson, actually had a hit and RBI as well. So you got 2 RBIs from the Jackson twins. I'm calling that because just to poke some fun. They ain't the Jackson 5, but they're the Jackson twins. I'll tell you that. Let's see. For the pitchers wise, for the Baltimore Orioles, they did have 3 relievers did come in after their starter, Cole Povich. Povich went 5. He gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs. He didn't walk anybody, which is good on his part. He did have 5 strikeouts, but he gave up 2 home runs on the afternoon. 1 to Trevor Story, and the other one to Rob Refsnyder as well. So those are your little tidbits of the home runs hit by the Sox today. Stout came in right after. He pitched 2 innings, did have 2 strikeouts. Rico Garcia, the losing pitcher, went an inning, gave up a hit. He did walk a guy. He did have 1 strikeout as well, but 1 run did come in. And then Dubin came in for the 9th, pitched a scoreless inning. That's your Orioles stats right there. To go with the Sox, 2 hits on the night, 2 hits on the afternoon, I should say, from Roman Anthony and Rob Refsnyder, who added that home run. So there's his RBI right there. Trevor Story with the home run. Roman Gonzalez did have the RBI in the 8th and in the top of the 8th inning. That's when he got his RBI. And then Cedar Rafaela and the password, Jostinson Garcia with his first major league hit yesterday. So welcome to the MLB, brother. You finally got your hit. Proud of him. The password, man. The password. But yeah, there's your batters for the Sox. Garrett Crochet did go in this game. Stat-wise, if you look at his stat-wise, it's a typical Garrett Crochet start. 6 innings, 6 hits. He did give up 2 earned runs. He did also one of the earned runs was a home run that he gave up early on in the game. He did have 7 strikeouts, so it's a typical Garrett Crochet start. stat-wise. But overall, I will say quickly, Garrett Crochet, for the most part, wasn't really his usual self. He did get into a lot of instances where he threw a lot of pitches to batters. That's what really hurt him throughout the game. He did get the outs, but for the most part, yeah, it was he did have a high pitch count by the end of it. He ended up throwing 98 pitches. He got out of the inning, I believe, that last inning that he pitched, the sixth inning. He only threw, I believe, 8 pitches for the most part. But I tell you, yeah, it was a lot of battles at the plate for him last afternoon. So that was the tough part. I wish he would have went 7 or 8, but Alex Cora knows what he's doing, and Garrett Crochet, for the most part, did do his job. So kept the Red Sox in the game, and they got the win. So that's all that counts. But Jordan Hicks did give up. He went 1. He did give up a hit, and he also walked a guy. That's typical Jordan Hicks for you right there, giving up a hit and a walk. Garrett Crochet, yeah, facts, right? Garrett Crochet went an inning. He gave up a hit. He also gave up a walk, but he had a big strikeout to end the frame. And then Steven Matz came in. He gave up a hit. He got 3 outs as well. And those outs were, if I could check right here. Oh, yeah, he got a ground out and a fly out as well. So, yeah, there you go. So there's your match right there. There's your outing right there from Steven Matz. And, yeah, another Steven Matz outing where, hey, he was locked down for you, and no complaints on that part right there for a guy like him. But to continue this, Amari, I gave my thoughts on Crochet. How did you feel overall about how he did, and kind of like the battles he had to go through for the most part?
I wouldn't say it was shaky. It was really just like you said. Maybe just an off day. Like he just wasn't. The location, like you said, wasn't all the way there throughout the whole entire day.
Right.
And maybe he just like had an off day, and to say he had an off day, which is crazy because we still got to win, and only gave up 2 runs. So, he set the bullpen up in a great way to finish this game, and where in a game where we didn't really get a lot of run support either. And it comes down to a point where, like, Rob Refsnyder, he comes back on he comes back off of the IL, and he has an amazing game. And that's what you want to see, especially before the playoffs are coming. Especially the way he played tonight, I should say, or yesterday, technically, last night. That is going to be big for this lineup if he can continue to produce like that. And you see what Kyle Schwarber's doing over there in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying he has to hit 4 home runs in a game.
Right.
But if he can continue, like he had a home run and he had 2 hits, I should say. And a 1 RBI and a run, like if he can continue to produce like at least a couple hits a game, like at that DH spot, like that's what we need. We need somebody at that spot to be able to do that. And it's great that he comes back off the IL. So Bregman had a dud of a game, went 0 for 4. And in a game, that's going to happen sometimes. And Story had 1 hit. And it was an RBI, thankfully. So it wasn't just like a single or something that was like to start off an inning or whatever. It went towards scoring a run. So, but other than that, he was 1 for 3 on the whole entire day. So, when that happens, you want guys like Roman Anthony to step up and get 2 hits in a game and take a walk. You want guys like Rob Refsnyder to have the stat line he had. Joe Stinson Garcia, the passer, great job by him getting his first hit. Amazing job. If he can continue to play like this, dude, he's probably got a spot on his team throughout the playoffs right now. I feel like they wouldn't have brought him up for no reason, just for the fuck of it, this late in the season. So I think he does continue to have a spot on this team if he can continue to play like this. So, overall, a great game from Crochet. Great game from a couple individual players out there batting. But other than that, yeah, I would have liked to see a stronger outing overall from the batters. But got the job done.
That's a fact. Yeah, no, it was one of those grinded out games for them, especially for the bats and even Crochet as well. But when you look back on it, and especially throughout the whole year, there's been a lot of games where it's been a lot of grinded out games, right, that they've won. But there's also been a lot of grinded out games where they've lost it in the ninth inning. When they get those wins, obviously you're happy, but you look at certain instances where, oh, man, there could have been more there when, you know what I'm saying, like in terms of certain instances that happened throughout the game that, oh, wait, they should have got this guy in or should have got, you know, to get it to a 4-2, 5-2 lead. But as long as they keep winning these games, as long as the defense plays up to par and doesn't make untimely errors, this is the Red Sox team you're going to get this year. And that we've seen. We're going to see, and even continuing up until this next month, you're definitely going to see a lot more, or I wouldn't say a lot more, but you're going to see a good amount of games that are grinded out games too. You'll see some games where the offense shows up. You'll also see some games where you might only score 2 runs. You might only score 3 runs. It might be you might score 4 runs, but the other team, hypothetically, another Yankees series or Yankees game, I should say, the Yankees might score 3 runs. If the pitchers step up to the challenge, step up to what they're supposed to do, starters and relievers wise, and do their job, that's how you get the win. This is not the 2018 Red Sox where it was arguably probably the most dominant team that we've seen in our lifetime, especially in Boston. That team right there was scoring 5 runs a game. That team right there was having Chris Sale go 7 innings, was having Nate Eovaldi go for 6, Rick Porcello, David Price. That team was stacked. This team right here is a young team with a Hall of Fame closer, an all-star in Bregman, the all-star caliber guy in the Jarren Duran, Garrett Crochet as well, a 2-time. Like, you have guys who are some studs, but everybody else is young. Everybody else is some up-and-coming players. Like, that's the team that you have now. So it's not going to be a perfect type of game. You're going to have games where the offense shows up. You'll have games where you have to grind it out. You will have games that the pitchers show up, and for the most part, the offense really can't do anything, but maybe 1 run is going to get the job done. Like, you're going to see that a lot. And you're going to see that even for the rest of the season, because that's how this team is built. This team isn't truly built on power. They're built on the other little things that they do. Like Amari said even before, and he mentioned the guys like David Hamilton, Trevor Story stealing bases, playing on the base paths. Rafaela playing great defense. David Hamilton adding some great defense himself. Like, that's the type of team that you have right now. And that's what you're going to continue to get if everything falls into place. It's, you know what I'm saying? And you got to live with it too. As the fans, you got to live with it too, because at the same time, like I said, this isn't a perfect team. This is also still a young team. There's still a bunch of babies on the field. Respectfully, I'm not calling them babies like, oh, no, they're young. They're young guys. They're 21 years old.
Yeah, they're young. Yeah,
they're young. The Red Sox right now, especially right now, are one of the younger teams in the league, which is surprising.
Garcia and Anthony, I think, were 21, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And then Christian Campbell, when he was up here, he was only what was it, 20? I believe 21, 22 years old. Barcelo Mayer is only 21 himself. Like, these kids are young.
Romy Gonzalez is what, 20? Is he 21 too? Romy Gonzalez?
Romy, I think that's a good question. I think Romy. Actually, no. I think Romy is, I believe, 26. I believe he's like just a year older than us, type shit. Either a year or 2 years older. But even he.
Oh yeah, he's 20. He's 28.
Yo, he's 28. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought he was young. I thought he was just.
Yeah, I thought he was younger. He looks younger.
He does look young. I tell you, good for him. At least he still looks like a kid. At least he still looks young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He ain't looking old yet. But even a guy like him, that he's only been up in the MLB for a couple years now with the Sox, and even before with the White Sox. Like, those are young guys that really don't, I'm not going to say have much experience, especially like a guy like Romy Gonzalez, but these are young guys that, they've been playing baseball all their lives, but this is the big leagues, man. This is a grown man sport. You know what I'm saying? They're still the pups. And I will say, for them being pups, nigga, they've been showing out. They've been doing what they had to do. You know? I tell you, the kids are blossoming before our eyes. I'll tell you that.
Right.
I'll tell you that. Especially Roman Anthony. I tell you, that little power surge that he had in this series, hitting 2 leadoff home runs to kind of conclude this series, I will say, chat. It's promising. But Roman Anthony doesn't have to go up to the plate to try to hit a home run at every at bat. You see what he does? It's timely hitting. He's hitting singles. He gets the occasional doubles. But as long as he gets on base and he impacts the game, That's all that matters. And so far in his tenure, that's what he's been doing. And I'm proud of him. And I know Amari's proud of him too. You know?
Absolutely.
I tell you, this is the future right here, chat. That's the future. Yep. And if you're in Boston tuning in and you're seeing the process, we just got to watch the process continue, because this ain't Philly, nigga. This ain't Philly. The process will lead to something good. The process over there ain't lead to shit. But at least we know here that it'll lead to something. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
I'll tell you that for a fact. But with that being said, chat, because I will move on. Actually, I can't move on yet. I cannot move on yet, chat. My fault. Because like I was mentioning, we do have somebody special. Somebody special is joining the Boston Red Sox. And of course, I know Mari already knows who it is. Obviously, I know too. But for people who don't really follow baseball as much, this person right here has been a stud. He's been a stud in the minor leagues. This is his first year of professional baseball, chat. His first year of professional baseball. No bullshit. And I will say, for his first year of professional baseball, he's done things and has gone to places that not many people can say that they have gone to in their first year playing professional baseball, which is the major league, the major leagues. Wow, the major leagues. Thank you. Woo, I gotta chill the fuck out. With that being said, chat, Mr. Peyton Tolley, aka the Piglet, is coming to Boston, chat. He's on his way to Fenway Park, chat. On his way. He will pitch tomorrow against the young stud, possibly the future of the MLB, along with Roman Anthony, Paul Skeens. This kid, Paul Skeens, is a stud himself. For the people who do know Paul Skeens, who do tune in to baseball, this kid's a stud. He's been a stud ever since his days at LSU. He continued that in the minor leagues for his brief period. He's been in the MLB for the last couple years, and he's off to one of the greatest starts ever for a pitcher in his first 50 starts. So this is a guy right here that you can't look past. But when it comes to a guy like Peyton Tolley, this is a matchup right here for both guys. For Skeens coming to Fenway Park and for Peyton Tolley coming to the big leagues, where it really could. And I know we're going to tune in tomorrow, but this is going to be must-see TV. This is going to be must-see TV. No cap, chat. Peyton Tolley, I will say about him, they're showing excuse me, chat. My fault. If you look at him right here, and I'm going to try not to keep this on too long because we don't for us not to get flagged. But that's Peyton Tolley. He's a left-handed pitcher. He brings a lot of power with a high grade of a fastball, but he also, I believe, throws sliders as well as sinkers. Like, he has an arsenal of pitches, curveball too. He's been around the plate, and this guy gets a lot of swings and misses. No bullshit. He dominated in the minor leagues. He played in high A, which is the lowest for the minor leagues. You have single A, double A, and triple A. He had played in high A. He played in double A. He played in triple A, dominated all. And within a 4-month period, he's now in the major leagues. What did you know? I tell you, that's how baseball is sometimes, Amari. I tell you.
Yep.
That's a fact. And I will ask Amari, because I know you called this. I know you called this just recently, and you said he would be up here. Our good friend Spoke also called this on the last podcast that he was actually on with me when he was speaking about the Marlins series, and he talked about Peyton Tolley. You know what I'm saying? So I will ask you, in terms of his stuff, do you think this kid, if everything goes well, can have a future here in Boston? Truthfully, like, do you think if everything goes well, you might look at this kid, you might one day look at this kid as, oh man, this kid can make a couple all-star games in his future with this kind of stuff that he has, type shit?
Absolutely. The stuff is there. And I think that with a lot of question marks in the bullpen right now, I think he can find a way. I think he could find his way onto this roster for next year, especially if I think I don't know how you feel about Dustin May, but
Mhm.
him being a starter just might not work right now. And
Yeah,
like
no
it
facts.
just worked. He's gonna have to right now, but it's not
Right,
gonna work for the long run.
right.
Like I know we got him as a rental, but like he can't be as bad as he's been lately,
Yeah.
especially going into the playoffs. And I think if Peyton can come up here and he can give us any shade of anything
Mhm,
this next game
mhm,
that is better than
mhm.
Dustin May, then we should really consider starting him again to see if he can really replicate that. And if he replicates that, maybe I don't know, like Dustin May or Walker Bueller, I don't know. We might have to reevaluate that and sit one of them.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. I will say on this, when it comes to Dustin May, I do like the stuff that he brings, like his arsenal. I just think that, especially for him, it was kind of a wake up call against the Yankees
He
because
has rotation issues.
exactly. No, that's a fact. Like with him, it almost seemed as though like with that Yankees lineup, and you look at the Yankees lineup going into the playoffs. If the season ended today, it'll be the Yankees will be in there. Obviously, the Blue Jays will be in there. The Tigers, the Astros, and the Mariners. Right. All those teams. Actually, no. Well, I would say four of those teams, taking out the Tigers, have a lot of power in their lineup. And
Mm-hmm.
the stuff and his stuff, especially for the heavy hitters, it doesn't play well. It does
Right.
not play well. I think going into it, I agree with you, Amari. I think you have to reevaluate because I think with the better teams, he's gonna really get shelled. And if
Yeah.
you're in the playoffs, if you're in these games, these high intense games, that's gonna kill you early if it got to that
Yeah.
point where they're giving up home runs. I think, truthfully, with Patoli being up, I don't think he's going back down. I think you might see more of a six-man rotation, if anything, if they keep Dustin May in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see more of a six-man rotation, but I honestly don't know if Dustin may even be on this playoff roster
Like
because
if he goes toe to toe with Paul Skeens, that's gonna be like a telltale sign.
that's a fact. Yeah, yeah. I think tomorrow. Yeah, I should say today. I
That's a
think
crazy test, but
that is a crazy test. That is because I tell you, like, and especially Chad, to really think about it, this is your first start, right? Think
uh-huh.
of like I should say, I'm going to talk in Peyton Toley's perspective, right? Especially
Mm-hmm.
what he should be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
He should be thinking, okay, this is my first start against a kid who right now is having the greatest start ever to a major league career for a pitcher.
Yep.
This kid is getting looked at early that, oh, this kid might be could end up being the best ever. That's
Yeah.
my opponent for my first career start. I've been a professional, a true professional for about 4 months now, especially like actually starting my career 4 months ago playing in a minor league baseball game.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the big leagues. I got to try my hardest to outperform him in my own way to not let his team win. Because if I do that, I will get the eyes on me, but I will set myself up for a position where I'm out there when it really matters.
Right.
And that's playoff time. So if Peyton Toley, and I'm glad you said that, Amari, if Peyton Toley comes out later tonight and he really does something that especially surprises Red Sox brass, but also really shows that he belongs. I think there's going to be some jobs in that whole pit in for how should I say it? I think there's going to be some pitchers that might get worried that, oh shit, I might not be a lock to really be on this playoff roster. I might not be a lock to even be up here very long. Especially the Dustin Mays, especially the Walker Buellers. Like, quite frankly, Peyton Toley, with just one good start, can erase a lot of shit that went on throughout this whole year, especially with a guy like Walker Buehler. Actually, well, really with Walker Buehler. Dustin May, I give him some credit with a decent first few starts, but that Yankee series, right? That Yankee start right there, yeah, that right there kind of opened my eyes, especially it's like, yeah, I don't know if this kid can really handle the AL East.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't say the AL East. I don't think he can handle these lineups going into playoff time, I will say.
Yeah, because that Mariners lineup is stacked too. Yeah,
that's a fact. Yeah, and think about it. That we already know about the Cal Raleighs. You have the Julio Rodriguez.
Josh Naylor.
You have Eugenio Suarez, the Josh Naylors.
Yeah.
You have the Randy Arozarenas. Like you have guys, and even Jorge Polanco when he puts up a good at bat, you have guys that can hit the ball for 400 something feet out the park. Like that's not a slouch of a team, and that's a good team because they have good pitchers too. Like that's a team right there that if Dustin May starts, you're like, ah, shit, fuck.
Yeah.
It can't be like that, especially going into the playoffs. It cannot be like that. You got to have some guy. You got to have somebody like a Garrett Crochet, like another Garrett Crochet, that can really put the pedal to the metal and really blow by these guys and put it in certain locations. And I really think Peyton Toley, if all goes well, I think he could really be that guy for now, but really for his future. For his future, I think he could be something special. I really do.
Absolutely, I do too.
Yeah, and I will say also, he does look like a throwback pitcher. He really does. He literally he has the look of a late 90s. Actually, I couldn't even say the late 90s. Like really like the 20th century type of pitchers, the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s, a big hefty guy that can blow it by you, like the Roger Clemens, like the freaking David Wells. Like he has that look that it's somewhat intimidating because it's a big guy. It's a big guy. Like I think Garrett Crochet might be a couple inches taller, but he's about 6'3", 6'4", maybe even 6'5". Like that's a behemoth of a man for a pitcher. Like, that's scary.
Yeah, Crochet's 6'6", so yeah, he's a couple inches taller.
Okay, so there you go. Like they're almost right there. Like, and especially to throw close to 100 miles an hour at that height, man. Jose Altuve might shit himself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that is crazy.
No bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's true though. Like honestly, though, it's true though. It's true.
Facts. I tell you, but I'm excited for him. Again, it'll be Paul Skeens going tomorrow against the highly touted Peyton Toley at Fenway Park. I believe it's a 7:10 start. Red Sox fans, you can catch it on Nesson. I wouldn't be surprised if this game is featured on MLB TV. I personally wish, truthfully, that MLB would kind of get more on this game because not really just for Peyton Toley, but this is Paul Skeens' first start in Fenway. This should have been a game that was flexed on the ESPN or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for people to actually watch. Because Paul Skeens, he brings viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you have MLB, you have the rights. You have rights with ESPN too. You can make something work. I wouldn't like if this was an ESPN game, like a special edition type of game for Paul Skeens' first start in Fenway. That would have been great, man. But you niggas don't know shit. Y'all niggas don't know how to really put it on for the fans. No cap.
Yep.
I'll tell you, Rob Manfred, your days are numbered, bro.
Yeah, they're not good with marketing and all that.
Oh yeah, they're not. Yeah, I tell you, somebody got to step up and get him the fuck out of here. And I hope y'all do before the CBA because he's he's something else. But that's a discussion for another night with my guy Amari because he knows about the bullshit too. So
yep,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, chat, that is Sox talk for y'all for right now. Again, we'll talk more about Paul Skeens and Peyton Toley start tomorrow. But with that being said, that's fine right there. Let me get on to these jerseys real quick. So I'm going to show you the Patriots jerseys. I will also, let me just get this tab ready. I will get the rest of the rivalry uniforms as well. Let me just make sure. Okay, this should be it right here. My fault, Chad. I just got to make sure. I'd rather have y'all see all of them too, by the way, before I just show the Patriots, because these jerseys are type tough. The jerseys are tough. No bullshit. Every team got a little flavor to their jerseys. No bullshit. Let me just make sure. And boom. Okay, cool. That popped.
Does every team have one?
Only the AFC East teams and the NFC West got jerseys right now. Yeah, but everybody else will start getting them within the next couple years. I believe that they're going to continue this, and every 3 years there will be a new jersey for every team. So in 3 years, in 3 years, the Pats will get new rivalry jerseys. So which would be cool. I just hope I hope they do a lot better with the next jerseys, because these jerseys are all right, but I expected better. No cap.
It's just that color blue. Everything else is perfect.
Exactly. That's a fact. They did detail it good. I will give them that. The details on it, though, Nike did their thing. Nike did their thing to represent New England.
I give it a B+.
B+? Yeah, facts. I give it a B+ too. I'll give it a B+ too. I'll give it a B+ bullshit. Because overall, the jerseys look out. They tough. They tough. Like, these are the jerseys. Oh, actually, chat, I don't think I shared the screen. Like a Fifi. Word. There you go. There you go. I was about to start talking about them. These are the jerseys right here, chat. Let me try to I'm gonna try to let me see if I can. Okay. So this is what I'll do. So this right here is how the jersey looks. Naturally, you do see the blue. You do see a white helmet for the Pats, I believe, with I think it's matte. The logo itself is like a matte type of thing with it. But yeah, there's obviously they're similar to the regular jerseys that we have, the home, the way, and even the throwback jersey that we have. Same type of design to it. Just a tad bit different, obviously, with the colors and with stuff added to the jersey itself. But yeah, that's it right there. To kind of show it in depth, this is the side profile of it. They do have the New England, the NE, on the shoulder, right below the Nike symbol. I thought that was cool.
Yep.
But I also thought that maybe they could have did something different right there. I don't know. No bullshit. Amari, how do you feel about that NE right there?
I like it.
You do like it? Word.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was a good choice.
Got a good choice. No, that's fair. Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's smooth. It's smooth for the most part. It is.
I'm not sure they've ever done that before.
Exactly. So. No, that's a fact. That is different. I will give them that. That is different. I honestly no bullshit. Because when I thought about the uniforms, I kind of thought they would use a different. I wouldn't say a different type of Patriots logo, but kind of add a little bit of pizzazz to it. But now seeing what they did with everybody else's, it basically what they did with everybody else's logo. So they're gonna keep the regular logo like they usually have for everybody else. So how the Patriots logo looks, how the Bills logo looks, they'll just add a different color to it. So naturally, if you see this blue right here. This blue is obviously lighter, for the logo-wise. If you look at the logo on the helmet, it's just a tad bit lighter than the usual navy type of helmet. You know what I'm saying? So they added the color of the jersey to the logo as well. So that part right there is a little bit lighter. I like what they did to the collar. They added 6 stars for the 6 New England states, i.e. in Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, and New Hampshire. Those stars represents those states, obviously. They're calling this blue nor'easter blue in a sense. And obviously here in New England, we have a lot of fucking nor'easters because we're literally we're this New England weather-wise, chat. If you don't know, the weather's bipolar as shit. No bullshit.
Yep.
Very bipolar. It could be hot one day, it could be cold, it could rain. It might even snow in July. That's how crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm stretching it. I'm stretching the chat. Just know I'm stretching it. It don't snow in July. But if it did, it wouldn't be much of a surprise because
if it did, it would be
snowing in April. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy over here. No bullshit. It's tough. But that's the side profile of it. There a little bit of a more of the collar right here. On the collar, in the back of the neck, it does say, we are all Patriots. I like that they added that.
Yeah.
I like that they added that. That right there is pretty cool too. Anything else? Let me see. Oh, numbers wise, I think they'll show the numbers close up. Oh, they don't. Okay. So, let me see if I can't even click on it. Okay, so what they did with the numbers, right? They made the numbers look like the 90s. So the Drew, if you know the Drew Bledsoe 90 uniforms, the numbers itself are the same numbers, like the same type of number print like it is for that 90s jersey. And what they added some little like dots in between it to kind of like what's it called? Darken it up. The numbers just a tad bit with the blue little dots. So if I was able to show it to you closely, they added that, and I think it looks cool because none of the Patriots jersey have shit like that. I'll tell you that.
Right.
They haven't done that. So I thought that was
absolutely
no bullshit. I thought that was pretty cool. Anything else? I don't think they added anything else to it. But regardless, I mean, overall, like the jerseys themselves, they're smooth. They are smooth. It's not like they suck. Like none of these jerseys, even the ones I'm about to show y'all, chat, for everybody else, none. Actually, maybe the Cardinals jersey. I'll give my little critique on that because I thought it was kind of a little fifi. But the jerseys themselves are tough. The jerseys themselves are tough. I just would have thought the blue, just like Amari too, I thought the blue would have been a lot darker, kind of similar to the 90s blue. No bullshit. I think that's the only thing. But other than that, I mean, seeing that on the field, I mean, I won't get mad about seeing them rock that on the field.
Right.
No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I will say, what was I going to say? Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Amari. Now, when it comes to these jerseys, how do you think the design of the field is going to be? You think they're going to try to pizzazz it a little bit, or will it be a typical, like the little bit like the logo they have here with it's a tad bit lighter on the blue, and then have some like what's it called, the regular Patriots logo in the end zone type shit, or you think they might pizzazz that part a little bit with these uniforms?
Nah, they like to keep it simple and Robert.
Keep it simple, right? Yeah, I was feeling that too.
Yeah.
It's New England for you, and even Boston in general. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're gonna keep it simple.
Here, it's more simple. It's more simple than everywhere else. That's a fact. But
I could not see them doing that. Really?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think it's like a 30% chance.
No bullshit. Yeah, no, it'll just be some regular shit. They will wear these week 11. They take on the New York Jets at home. They will rock this on Thursday Night Football. Just to let you guys know. Oh, and actually, this blue is called Storm Blue. It's called Storm Blue, which is fair. I'll give it to them. I'll give it Storm Blue. The weather here is pretty stormy at times. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I will say I like the picture too. They're doing the poses on the water. By the light tower, hey, that's if that ain't New England, I don't know what it is. No bullshit. Right. That's typical. That literally represents New England right there.
Type shit.
Right? Yeah, Chad. Yes, sir. So that's that right there. Now on for the rest of the jerseys, my friend. Because I tell you, and I trust. I know Amari was messing with the other jerseys too. Because I ain't gonna hold you now. The NFL. I give them their credit. I give Nike their credit. I will say, because the NFL probably.
What do they call these type? What are these jerseys called? What do they call them?
Rivalry jerseys.
Rivalry. Okay.
Yeah. So just to give a glimpse, because I know y'all can't actually. Let me see if I can brighten up a little bit. So let me brighten up my screen just a tad bit. So this now, obviously, you can't really see them fully, but this is from that first look. This is how they look. Obviously, if you look closely. The top team, if you look at my cursor, that's the Patriots. That's Drake May right there. That's the Arizona Cardinals. That's Kyler Murray. You have Jalen Waddle representing the Dolphins. Sauce Gardner representing the Jets. Jackson Smith-Njigba right here in the middle representing the Seattle Seahawks. Fred Warner representing the San Francisco 49ers. This is who the fuck is number 0 on the Bills? I think that's Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir right here representing the Bills.
Keon Coleman.
That's Keon Coleman. Oh, that is
number 0.
Yeah, my fault, Chad. That is Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman with the number 0. He's representing the Bills. And then the all-black uniform right here is the Rams, which I actually fuck with. I'll get my opinions on it, but I like the Rams jersey a lot. No bullshit.
Yeah, I got a grade for each one.
You got a grade for each one? Word. Okay, so these are the Bills right here. The Bills come out with the it doesn't give it doesn't give like the color. It's like you have how the Patriots have the storm blue. They don't give the color, but this looks like an icy white for the most part. That's the Bills right there in the icy white uniforms. I fuck with them. They look cool. Amari, what's your thoughts on these?
With the Bills ones?
Yeah.
I have to give it an A+. I like it.
A+?
Very simple. Yep, very simple. The accent colors are great. It like, especially because they play in like Buffalo,
Yeah.
the all white, especially when they play in the snow. That shit gonna be an advantage playing in the snow.
Oh, that's a fact.
Oh
That's a
well,
fact.
actually, it's in October that they're wearing these.
Yeah, these actually, chat, these will be worn for Sunday Night Football against the Patriots. So the Patriots will play the Bills while they rock these uniforms. The Patriots will wear I want to say they're probably going to wear their home uniforms. So they will wear the blue uniforms that go with their home uniform. That way the Bills wear the white. This will be unveiled Sunday Night Football, Week 5. We'll see the icy blues, and I hope it doesn't snow, because if it snows,
it won't snow.
Yeah. No, facts. I know it won't. But if it does snow, hypothetically, if it does, I hope it don't. We might be fucked, because I tell you, it might be hard. It's gonna if it's gonna be hard to watch on TV. I can only imagine how it will be on the field. No bullshit. No bullshit. These guys might not even know where the fuck these guys are, where these guys are at because of the snow. If it were
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying. Okay, so A+ on the Bills uniforms. I'll give it an A+ too. Obviously for the cold, representing the snow. It does snow a lot in Buffalo as well as Massachusetts. I like that. I give it an A+ too. No bullshit. I agree with Amari. The next jerseys are the Miami Dolphins. How do you feel about those?
I give them an A- because
A-. That's fair.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't keep the numbers the same, like the same color as the like the Miami or the back of the name.
Mm-mm.
I thought that was good switching that up.
That's
And
a
then
fact. Yeah.
the shoulders are dope. I
Mm.
like that little teal part on the shoulders with the orange.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do too.
yeah. I give them a solid A- on those ones.
I respect it. I give them an A- too. I like that they use now. That here's the thing, because
Helmet
I have
fire.
trouble seeing colors. Is the uniform itself like a darker blue, or
No,
you
it's black.
you think that's black? That's black.
Yeah, it's definitely it's 100% black. It's
That's
just the
black. Okay.
lighting that might make it look.
Oh, type like a different color type, just like kind of like a bluish with the light.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah,
Overall, no, I fuck with it. I do fuck with it. I fuck with it a lot. But I agree with Amari too. If they would have had the name and actually, well, I would say the name itself for Miami, and you look at a guy like Phillips. If they would have had the teal, I probably would have gave the uniform itself probably a C+,
yeah.
maybe even lower. I agree with Amari. I like that they did that differently, because at least it makes the name pop, and at least the
Right.
jerseys pop with their own color. So no, I agree. A-. I
Absolutely.
agree with it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yep, we got the Bills in Miami. Those are their jerseys. Patriots, we already went through it. You know what I'm saying? Now the Jets. I like that they brought like the Gotham feel to it. I like what they did with the numbers. I would say for them, it's either for me like I'd probably give it a B+ A-, but probably more so towards the A- type shit.
Yeah, I'd
No
have to
bullshit.
say it's C+, just because they're bland. Like,
Okay.
I think that really looks like black and white to me. I can't really tell. Like, it looks like
Yeah, it
black
is.
with.
It is tough to tell. Yeah.
It's so tough to tell. I can't really. Honestly, I don't even have a grade for that because I honestly can't even tell.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to say. Actually, you know what? I can't. I'm not even going to try to cap on this. No bullshit in terms of, because I don't know if from the first time I saw it, it could be a gray. It
Yeah.
could be like a dark gray, but even me, like, I can't really tell. Like, I would have to, like, in order for me to really kind of look at these uniforms, I would have to look at the actual jersey and pant concept, but the background of the picture would have to be white in order for me to actually look at it well. No
Right.
bullshit, to really see the colors. Yeah, these will debut. Let me see. Does it say? It doesn't say, but I believe this will be played. I believe against the Bills. I think they will unveil this against the. No, excuse me. I think this is against the Dolphins that they unveil these. I believe. Don't quote me on that. Oh, actually, yes, it is. It's against. It's a week 14 game versus Miami. So they will unveil that
Okay.
in week 14. Yep. There you go. Word. Oh, and actually, let me go back up. Let's see if it says for the Dolphins. Oh no, it doesn't say for the Dolphins. All right, they'll probably use that against the Jets. Not the Jets. The Bills if they play the Bills at home. Yeah. So we done those four. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go to Arizona. So now with the NFC West, this is Arizona's. It's basically the same jersey, just with some brown dots on it representing the desert.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
give this
it's
one a C minus.
yeah, C minus. Yeah, like it's probably like I don't know. Now I will say, chat. This is so the jersey concept itself. The home jerseys are obviously white. The away jerseys are red, right? But they also vary too because they rock the red at home. They do rock the white away, but they mismatch it for some games, right? This I believe is gray with the brown shit on it. I was not a fan with that, and I honestly give this a C minus. Yeah, I would say C minus too. Yeah, I was gonna be disrespectful and give them a D plus, but you know like I see what they did there, so I'll up it to a C minus, but it's pretty bland for the most part. It's nothing crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, but yeah, they will wear those. I think they wear these early on in the year, so they'll probably wear it within the first month of the year, if
Mm-hmm.
from what I read right. Yeah, so then we move on to the Rams.
Yes, sir.
Rams are this. So basically, if you know the Rams uniform already, it's pretty simple. This uniform is just black. But quite frankly, I like the black. I do like a black version of the uniforms. No bullshit. I do. They didn't do nothing crazy with it. They kept the same type of style like they have. I would for the black version, I'd probably give it a B plus. No bullshit.
Honestly, they look weird. Like, I don't know. I don't like how the shoulders are a lighter blue
Oh,
than the rest of them.
is it a lighter blue from the regular blue?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, interesting.
So I'd have to give it honestly a D plus.
D plus. Okay. Word. No,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Because now thinking about it, yeah, they did kind of. Yeah, that blue. That blue is actually lighter. Yeah. Huh. I probably actually I actually didn't even peep that. I might actually have to dim it down a little bit. I fuck with him. I do. I'll give him a B minus because I do mess with him a little bit. But yeah, no. Now looking at that blue, that kind of changed it for me. No cap.
Yeah.
That no cap. No bullshit. I do like the black helmet. The black helmet's
Hmm.
tough. Black helmet is tough. But yeah,
Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah.
that
The
blue
black
is
helmet
like
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, that blue kind of dimmed it down for me. No bullshit. Yeah. All right. Word. But yeah, they will unveil these. I believe this is probably at the end, closer to the end of the year. I just wish they would have actually put the fucking date on it, but you know, these teams are kind of dumb. For the 49ers, so now they have another black uniform again. This uniform, I will say, looks a lot sexier, no diddy, than the old black uniforms. These black uniforms, especially with the numbers and the lettering, for the 49er for the 49er name above the numbers, looks pretty smooth. I like the helmet a lot too. I like the black look. I probably, honestly, I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A because I fuck with the black. How do you feel about it? Oh, is he still here?
Yo, my fault, bro. What'd you say?
Oh no, you good, you good. No, so I would. Oh, actually, oh shit, I'm not even fucking sharing the shit. Wow.
Yeah, I think you cut out there for a second. I'm like, I lost it on your screen.
Oh, it got lost on my screen. Okay, so it might be my Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Let me just make sure, chat, real quick.
because I don't
Okay.
have them all here.
Oh, you don't?
So
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, I
Now,
have the list of the jerseys. I just don't have the photos.
oh shit. Okay, bet, bet, bet,
So
bet.
yeah, I can't really follow along unless you go on the list.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, bet, my fault. My fault. That's yeah. Okay, well, so let's see. Were you able to see the all the like the Rams and the 49ers and no, not the 49ers, the Arizona jerseys and shit like that?
No.
Oh, where's okay, bet, bet, bet.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
was
see.
just following along to what you
Oh,
were
for
saying.
real?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up. Okay, bet.
You said the
Let's
Niners?
yeah, I'm at the Niners right now, but if you didn't get to see the 49ers jersey, not the 49ers, the Cardinals jersey, these are how they look right here, type shit.
Yeah, because I was just doing it off memory.
Oh, memory. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I like the Niners jersey. I didn't like how they did the numbers. Like
Okay,
the
okay.
the color scheme was awesome. Just the numbers look just weird. I don't like they just look weird. Only because also the helmet has two stripes and there's no gold on the helmet, but the face mask is gold, which I find weird.
That's a fact. Yeah, they kind of
They should
like
have
it
made the
seemed like they
face
played
mask
with it.
black.
Yeah, they played with it too much. No bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the letters, it's just too much going on with the letters, the numbers, just too much going on with the numbers there for me.
type shit. Type shit. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I feel you on that. No bullshit. Oh, I will say, chat. If for some reason y'all didn't see the rest, I'll go back up. That's the bill. I'm not gonna go crazy, but that's the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. Obviously, we saw those already. These are the Jets, 49ers. That's the Rams right here in the black. 49ers with the black right here. Yeah. But I agree with Amari because he was just talking about the 49ers. Yeah, the how they made the helmet right there gold, the face mask. Like I see the thought and it like it looks high, but I would have thought they would have went like a white or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will say the numbers do look cool, but you could tell they kind of like did the numbers too much. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they made it too pizzazzy type shit. But overall, like again, the uniform don't suck. It don't suck, but you could
Right.
tell like they did do a little too much with the numbers type shit. Is that it? Oh no, we got one more. Is this the last one? Yeah, it's the last one. We have the Seahawks now.
A
Seahawks.
A.
Yeah. No bullshit. Literally.
I'd
Because I
buy
do
one of
I
those.
do
I
like the
literally would
shoulders.
buy one of those.
No bullshit. The shoulders are tough. And the numbers too. They're not really showing the numbers too well because you got fucking Sam Darnold covering with the ball and Kenneth Walker also covering him with the ball. But for the
Yeah.
most part, yeah, like how they did this, that's about to look sick. That looks sick as
That
shit.
it's the shoulders for me. That's the
It's
most
the shoulders
creative.
too. That's a
I
fact. The
think that's the
shoulders.
most creative shoulder, like the most creative shoulder ones designed so far.
No bullshit. No bullshit. That's a fact. And I like what they did with the helmet too. They made it a matte color type
Yeah.
shit too. But yeah, no, that and I believe that's a gray. That's like a lighter gray uniform because I know they have the dark grays and they don't wear the dark grays as much as they used to. That's a lighter gray right there. But
It's
they
like
do have the
it's
dark.
more it's like white.
Oh, it's a white. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
That
it's
makes
not
sense.
as
Actually, yeah, that does make
vibrant.
sense.
It's not
Yeah.
as vibrant white as like the Bills ones, but they're like white, yeah.
Okay. Bet. That makes sense. Word. So yeah, no, so the white. Okay, yeah, no, I do mess with that, but especially the shoulders, they made those look tough. Yeah, no, this right
So
here is
tough.
this is an A for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, chat, it does here at the bottom of the article for NFL.com. It does have when everybody will wear their uniform. So Arizona starts it off. They wear it September 25th against the Seahawks. Miami wears theirs September 29th versus the Jets. The Bills, as we know, wear theirs October 5th, Sunday Night Football versus the Patriots. New England
Yep.
wears theirs November 13th. Again, that's Thursday Night Football against the Jets. All these are home games, by the way, for all the teams mentioned. They will be wearing them at home. The Rams will wear theirs November 16th versus the Seahawks. Jets will wear theirs December 7th against the Dolphins. Seattle wears theirs December 18th versus the Rams. And then
Indeed.
the 49ers, I believe, wears the last week of the season, week 18, against the Seattle Seahawks. So they got to wait till January to wear those. So yeah, there you go right there, chat. So you'll see the rivalries in prime time, and you'll see the rivalries as well during the regular games on Sundays at the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock slate. So you'll see them. And again, every team in the NFL will get a rivalry jerseys. The
Yes,
AFC
indeed.
East, NFC, and the NFC West get them this year. I believe next year it's going to be the NFC North and no, it's not the NFC North. The AFC North get theirs next year. From the top of my head, I remember. I forget who gets them for the NFC next year. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of these jerseys. So every August for the next few years, there will be some new jerseys popping out for respective teams.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, chat. So we talked about that. We're gonna do this real quick on the Patriots. I'm gonna give y'all. Let me see if I can make sure I'll find the tab real quick because I do got a good amount of tabs open. Okay, here I found it right here. Word. Okay, so this I'm gonna real quick give y'all the practice squad. The practice squad for the Patriots. There were also some a couple of roster guys who are not on the roster anymore for the Patriots. Some releases. See, I couldn't even get the word out. Releases for the Pats. A fan favorite and a bust. Just put it out there. So the initial practice squad, right? So actually I can't say this the initial. This is actually the official practice squad for the Patriots right now. The practice squad includes cornerback Miles Battle, guard Mekhi Butler, guard Jack Conley, cornerback Brandon Crossley, tight end CJ Dupree, running back Terrell Jennings, wide receiver John Giles, defensive end Truman Jones, center Alec Lindstrom, DB Kobe Minor, who actually was Mr. Irrelevant in this past year's draft, defensive tackle David Olajigba, linebacker Cam Riley, defensive tackle Javare Ritzy, tight end G. Scott from the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. Fifth-round linebacker Braden Swinson did not make the team. He is on the practice squad, though. And finally, wide receiver Jeremiah Webb. That concludes the practice squad right there. Amari, I will say, because obviously these guys had a shot to make the team. Obviously, at least they're still being kept for the practice squad. You do see a couple of Boston College alums in Jack Conley and Alec Lindstrom, naturally because of the rapport that they have with Doug Monroe. So that was a surprise right there. I will say, what do you think about Braden Swinson not making the team and being on the practice squad, especially for a 5th-round pick?
I don't really know much about him, bro, to be honest with you.
No, that's fair.
To be totally honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was a 5th-round pick, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, him not really making, like, he's going on practice squad.
Right. So
So
at least
there's
he's still on
still,
the team, yeah.
so, he didn't necessarily get cut. So I think that'll give him some hunger. I mean, the defense is just stacked right now, especially at linebacker. So,
Right. No, that's
but
fair.
maybe he can find himself in a depth role if he's playing well in practice squad. You know how that goes.
That's a
Practice
fact, yeah.
squad players can somehow find snaps and practice, by obviously playing practice and playing well on scout teams and stuff. So, yeah, I think that it's very real that he could make it to the 53-man roster probably eventually if there becomes like a freed up spot in terms of like maybe a backup spot.
That's a fact. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not
And
really
guys do get
sure.
injured too. Yeah. Guys get injured too.
Defense is loaded. Yeah, in case like people get injured, like yeah, he definitely would be a good player to have in the practice squad. That could just come up, especially if he's on the practice squad and playing well on the
Mhm,
practice squad.
mhm.
Then yeah, he'll definitely be a great depth piece.
That's a
But
fact. No, I respect that.
overall,
That's true.
I don't know too much about him, so I couldn't give you too much of like an in depth about him personally. But
Mhm.
I do know that like obviously we're stacked on defense. So in case anybody goes down, it's just good to always have depth.
Absolutely. And I'm glad. And naturally, like Amari said, at least he's still with the team. He's on the practice squad, so he will still be able to practice with the team. He'll be at the home games. I don't think he'll be at the away games unless he's called up, unless he's put on the roster.
Right.
But he'll still be part of the team. He'll still be with the guys. He'll still get to be with his college teammate Will Campbell at times
Uh-huh.
while in practice and at the home game. So he'll still have that rapport with him. Um, I will say for him, at least he didn't get claimed by anybody else. So at least he's still on the team for now, unless somebody does decide to sign him off the practice squad or whatnot for death. And I will say with him, he didn't really show much in the preseason, and that is why undrafted rookie Elijah Ponder is on the team over him, because Elijah Ponder, at least during the games, put pressure on quarterbacks. He did give certain lineman fits while he was out there in the 3 games against the Commanders.
Right.
You had the Commanders, you had the Vikings, and you had finally the Giants. So he was able to do some work against those 3 teams. He also played very well on special teams, and he does. And from what coaches say, especially Mike Smith, the outside linebacker coach, he does bring a sense of violence to his game, and that's what they want from their players. And when you're an undrafted guy, you are hungry to make a spot, to make a
Yep.
roster. He earned the
Absolutely.
spot. He earned his spot, and that's all that matters. But again, I still believe personally, Braden Swinson does have a future with this team. It's just a process. It's going to take time. He'll continue to develop on the practice squad. He may get called up at some point due to injury or even just performing in practice well enough. He may get the call up. So
Right.
Braden Swinson, if you do see this, or even for the people out there, don't give up on this guy. He was drafted for a reason. There is a future for him. Hopefully it's in New England. If he does get noticed by another team, hey, it is what it is. He'll get his shot. But he
Right.
does have a future in the NFL when his time
Mm-hmm.
comes.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Oh yes. Other news regarding the Pats. Okay. Now there were 2 notable names that were claimed. We'll start with the people that were claimed. Quarterback Tommy DeVito, also famously known as Tommy Cutlets from the New York Giants. He was released by them. He is now a New England Patriot. The freaking Italian, ends up in New England as a QB3. So
Yes,
good for
sir.
him. Good for him. He showed promise, especially in that
Probably
Patriots Giants
QB2.
game. Yeah, so he ain't gonna play, bearing any injury. He ain't gonna. If he
Probably
does play, we might be fucked. No bullshit.
probably QB2 because Josh
Yeah.
Dobbs likes to throw hospital balls.
That's a fact. Yeah, no, he could very well end up as QB2 throughout the year. No bullshit. No bullshit. He does have, I will say, Chad, he does have certain traits that I could see Josh McDaniels liking. I
Mm-hmm.
do, because he played exceptional in the last preseason game against the Pats. And he did play well in his first career start as a Giant against the Patriots. And that was an ass game, but they got the dub. So you know what I'm saying? And that's when the Pats that was a sad time for Pats fans. No bullshit. But he
Yes,
did
sir.
show promise. He showed promise. So if Josh McDaniels can work with him and mold him into something, at least to develop him, just in case Drake May gets hurt, or even if Josh Dobbs is in there, he gets hurt, or he just flat out sucks, because even like Amari said, he throws hospital balls. He might find some time. He might find some time in a blowout. You never know. But now he is a Patriot. Congrats to Tommy DeVito, and the Italians got a W today in New England.
Yes, indeed.
They got their godfather.
Yeah, a couple
They
of
did.
more Vloggers.
Exactly right. Facts. Who else? Oh, also cornerback Charles Woods. He was claimed from the LA Rams. He was on the practice squad from them last year. He does bring special team experience to the Patriots. He should be a nice depth piece, especially on special teams. And who knows, they could develop him into a decent corner. Not bad right there. Now that was for Wednesday, right? This all happened on Wednesday. Actually,
yes.
I forgot. What also happened on Wednesday? Long time Patriots wide receiver. I'm not going to say long time, crazy long time, but he was here for about 5 years. Kendrick Bourne is no longer a New England Patriot, sadly. He made the roster, but he was hurt throughout training camp. He is healthy now, but he actually wanted his release from the Patriots.
Yeah, he did ask. He did. He requested.
Yeah, he did ask. And quite frankly, I think it was somewhat good for him to ask.
He wasn't going to play.
Yeah, he's not going to really play much because this roster right now, especially the young guys coming up, and also Stephon Diggs being more of a leader to these guys.
Yeah.
He's not going to see much playing time, but also that knee hasn't looked the same. Even when he was out there last year, you could tell that he wasn't really back to his old self. He could still very well get there, but it may take a little bit of time. And again, like Amari said, he's not going to play. Why be on this team when you're not going to play?
Yeah, and Efton Chisholm is and made the roster, so
exactly, yeah, and that's an undrafted guy right there, and that's a guy who really showed out in the preseason, and he's younger, and he brings certain qualities that Josh McDaniels likes. So that's a guy who will see some time. Kendrick Bourne right now won't see some time. He could very well end up back in San Francisco where he started his career. They have interest with him. If he ends up in San Francisco in a better situation, at least for him, and even somewhat of a better team, they're more established, it's not bad for him. You know what I'm saying? He can go back home. But Kendrick Bourne, we do appreciate the 5 years that you were here. You had a couple great years. I know you had a feud with
he's awesome.
Patricia. Yeah, it was actually no, I will say it was solid. It was solid. I said great, to kind of up it a little bit to kind of possess it, but for the most part, it was solid.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. No, he was a very classy dude as well. Trying to be there for the young guys too. There's nothing wrong.
Funny guy
too. Funny guy. Catches YouTube.
Team leader.
Hell yeah, facts. That's a fact. And he is a fashionista too. So if you you can catch him on YouTube. You just search up Kendrick Bourne. He goes by his regular name, Kendrick Bourne. He does have a YouTube page. He does post content. Catch on to see what he does. I will say lastly on him, he did post a video today on YouTube talking about the situation. If you want a more in-depth on that, because I can't play because I'm going to get flagged, go tune into that. Now, Amari, this individual right here, the last person who got released. Well, not the last, but the other notable person who got released on Wednesday. This guy right here, he said when he first got drafted that he was going to make people in wheelchairs walk, and now he's walking out the door.
Yep.
And by that I mean wide receiver Javon Baker is no longer a New England Patriot, sadly, but he kind of did it to himself.
Yep.
He did it to himself from the start. He couldn't learn the playbook. He was fucking around. He decided he got pulled over by a cop at Logan Airport. If y'all don't know what Logan Airport is, that's fine. We do because we go there. He got pulled over. He thought it was a racist situation, and he was talking shit about it on IG. That didn't sit well with Gerard Mayo, and Gerard Mayo didn't have it up here either. So that's a problem. If Gerard Mayo doesn't have it up here and you're the player, that's an issue because no bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's Gerard Mayo. But he did not play up until he actually didn't play up until the last week. He did get some time. He finished his New England Patriot career with one catch. He didn't get picked up by nobody. He's not on the practice squad. It looks like he, for right now, he is out of a job until somebody calls him.
Yep.
So that's all I have to say about Javon Baker. Wish you the best, though, bro. Wish you the best, but yeah, that 2024 draft class for the Pats is really fucking horrendous. No bullshit.
Yeah, really bad.
Really bad. Really bad. Yesterday, because now we're Friday. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, the Pats signed defensive back Corey Ballantyne, formerly of the Packers. They signed Corey Durden, a defensive lineman, formerly with the Giants. Fabian Lovett as well. He's a defensive lineman. I forget what team he was on in the preseason, but he did do well enough for the Patriots to sign him. And also linebacker Mark Robinson. They are all now on the practice squad. Now, with that being said, because I named the practice squad already, people were released from the first initial practice squad I gave. So Brandon Crossley, Cam Riley, and G. Scott are no longer on the practice squad. But now these 4 guys are on the practice squad. So there you go. So here's your practice squad right there. And I will say, I do like the Corey Ballantyne signing. He actually didn't do too bad in Green Bay. He didn't do too bad in Green Bay. So he might be able to play a factor on special teams when the time comes. And even if due to injuries or certain packages, if he does well in practice, he could very well end up playing a couple of defensive snaps a game. So yeah,
absolutely.
There you go. So that's it right there. Patriots wise, any more news in the coming days? I'll be here to tell you about it. Amari will be here also. Or
yes,
if Amari is live on Bay State Media, I will be there too. So either or, you'll hear the news from us. No bullshit. We're on top of the shit, as well as other news in the NFL, which we'll get into because there was a stunner in the NFL. And I will say, chat, this right here is really this is the in-depth discussion that we're really going to have for tonight. And Amari has his opinions. I have my opinions. And trust me, we already spoke about it a little bit. We're going to bring it to you right here because this right here should have never happened. No bullshit.
Yeah.
This should have never. This individual should have been. Individual should have been with his respective team for the rest of his career. Now, the picture I am showing you is a picture of Jordan Love and Micah Parsons in a Green Bay Packers uniform. The Green Bay Packers made one of the biggest splashes in arguably probably the last maybe even 15 to 20 years, because this one right here is a real game changer. Micah Parsons has been traded to the Green Bay Packers, and he signed a historic 4-year, $188 million contract. That is $47 million a year for an edge rusher. He by far reset the edge rusher market in one day.
Yep.
He really did. And the Packers gave him that money. The Packers have not given big money like that in a long time. They gave over $100 million to Aaron Rodgers back in the day. Jordan Love has a $100 million contract. Micah Parsons blew both of those contracts away. The trade itself is kind of a laugher. No bullshit. The Cowboys will receive 2 first-round picks, which is expected, especially first-round picks to get a couple, and Kenny Clark. Now, I'll tell you right here, chat, at least for me, before I let Amari give his thoughts, the Packers fleeced the shit out of the Cowboys.
Yep.
That right there, the first-round picks are fine. There should be more picks, and quite frankly, if you want to throw in Kenny Clark because of his contract, because he does have I think he's making close to $20 million a year. That's understandable. That is understandable, but that's not enough. And especially for Kenny Clark, who's already in his 30s. That's not enough. That's not enough. Not even close to enough. Like, if you want to throw in, one of the receivers as well and some more draft picks, I guess, but to only get 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark, you easily could have gotten 2 first-round picks, maybe a couple second-round picks, maybe even, you could have got at least 4 or 5 picks in total for Micah Parsons, especially for the Cowboys to sign him to a $47 million contract, $47 million contract.
Yeah.
You could have gotten more, but to be frank, this just shows you why the Cowboys are not going to win another Super Bowl while Jerry Jones is in charge. And it's already been over 30 years. This is the shit right here. I got to see my face real quick, chat. I know you can see it. I have to see my face. This is the shit right here that sets the Cowboys back to probably another 5 to 10 years. And they weren't even there at the Super championship. Right now, they're not even close. Because that's so utter bullshit to give up your franchise player for fucking pennies.
Yeah.
Because who's replacing him right now? You're going to rely on rookie Donovan Ezaraku to replace him?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. And that's not, and by the way, to him, because a fellow BC alumni, that's nothing against him. But he's a young guy, unproven. You just got him in the draft.
Yep.
You're gonna have fucking what's his name? The young linebacker from Notre Dame, who is a stud, but you're gonna rely on him to replace that impact? Hell no. Trayvon Diggs can't cover for shit. Like Deron Bland, you know, is still working his way back. He played last year, but he still is working his way back from that fucked up ACL. Him and Diggs, for the most part, have fucked up ACLs. Like, you have guys right now who are still trying to rediscover themselves and even find themselves on this team, on that defense, and you don't have no fucking leader. You don't have a like Jerry Jones did not. I don't know why you didn't want to pay your star player, and that's your franchise. That's your Swiss Army knife. That's your guy that really sets the tone for that defense. And you mean to tell me you made such a fit that you couldn't even give him that contract? You're fucking sick. And you need to get the fuck out of there. You need to get the fuck out of there, because nothing that you've done in the last 30 years since you've won your last championship, and truthfully, I'm going to even say the last 20 years since I've been alive, you haven't done anything to really prove that your Dallas Cowboys can win a fucking championship. Because everybody you've gotten or you drafted hasn't gotten you to that spot, let alone the free agents that you've got, the TOs, the fucking who else? The Amari Coopers, like great players. You just couldn't translate that to a fucking Super Bowl. Like,
right?
Really? And you give up your prized possession? That's Micah Parsons was the best player that you've had, like athletically and just overall giftedness. That's the best player that you've had in probably 25 years.
Yeah.
And you gave him up for nothing. You sick motherfucker. You dumb motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry for my language, but Jerry Jones is a piece of shit. And we'll get and once Amari gives his take, and we're going to discuss this, Jerry Jones, even in his interview about the trade, he's a bitch. He's a bitch. And we'll get to that after. But Amari, and I know how you feel about this already. Tell the people how the fuck you feel, because that's insane, bro. This is insane. No bullshit.
Yeah, bro. So my whole sentiment is there gets to a certain situation in an organization where no matter what you do, nothing is working, no matter what the timestamp is. And when it gets to like around 20 years and you can't figure shit out, it gets to a problem where now I start looking in other directions. Like, because I'm not a casual fan, obviously.
Right.
So I'm looking in other directions. Where's the actual issue here? The Bengals. Look at the Bengals, case in point. Same exact situation.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to pay Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Didn't want to pay Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
Didn't want to pay Shamar Stewart, who was a rookie. And that trickled down to a rookie draft pick who deserved his first guaranteed contract.
Right.
So I think Jerry Jones needs to go. You said a lot of what I was already going to say. But basically, no, you're good. But basically, it's your thing. But basically, I think the Cowboys need to really blow it up in the sense where once the team's sold, I feel like they're gonna feel a lot better about the situation. Like,
Right.
yeah, they got 2 first-round draft picks, but Jerry Jones said one of those draft picks could be Micah Parsons. It could be anybody. We don't know. Like,
Right.
bro, you are not getting a player of Micah Parsons' caliber in one of those picks from the
Right.
Packers, a team that's probably going to make the playoffs for the next like 3 to 4 seasons,
Right.
most likely, if
Right.
everything goes right for them.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's just crazy to me how incompetent Jerry Jones is, and he's still in control because he owns the team.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing anybody can do about it.
That's a
So
fact.
that's the sad part about that whole entire situation too. And not to mention, bro, it's just like the Packers now for me, I think that they are AFC or excuse me, NFC championship contenders for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That
I I,
changes. Yeah, that's a fact.
I
That's a
I think
fact.
they'll probably lose to Washington
Mm,
or Philadelphia,
mm.
but I do think they are Packers are definitely NFC contenders for sure.
Absolutely. No, that and I'm glad you said that because this move right here changes the whole really it changes the whole outlook on the NFC North.
They
And,
already
and-
got a top 10 defense,
exactly.
and that
Exactly.
top 10 defense was 20, it was like bottom 10 in the league in like pass rush rate. So even though they had a bad pass rush, they were still top 10. And then you
Right.
get Micah Parsons. So that
Right.
fixes that problem.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact. And you add Micah Parsons to a defense that already includes Rashawn Gary. It includes Edrin Cooper. It includes they have the other linebacker too. I'm blanking on his name. But you have two quality inside linebackers. You have Xavier McKinney. You have the kid that broke out last year. I'm still blanking on his name because I haven't looked at the Packers roster in a while. But you have these pieces now, young guys and even veterans. You add in a Micah Parsons, and you add him. It's like adding Micah Parsons really is kind of similar to how Green Bay added Julius Peppers about 10 years ago, and they paired him up with Clay Matthews. Now they didn't win a
Mhm.
world. They didn't. I almost said World Series. They didn't win a Super Bowl. They ain't win
Right.
a Super Bowl. But the defense, you added more pass rush to that defense, and
hmm
naturally, Julius Peppers still gave you 10 sacks. He was still the Hall of Fame Julius Peppers. Naturally, he was older, but you added him to that defense, and it created more stability. It gave Clay Matthews what's it called less a little less attention during that
hmm
time. You add Micah Parsons to that defense. Now your game plan's on Micah Parsons,
Yeah.
but you should still worry about Rashawn Gary, Xavier McKinney, Edrin
Uh-huh.
Cooper. You still got to worry about those guys. That Micah Parsons now brings more of an edge to this
Right.
defense. And again, this is a Swiss Army knife. So, however, Jeff Hafley, former BC head coach, actually, just so put it
Uh-huh.
on, he's now in the second year as the defensive coordinator. Now you give Micah Parsons. I feel as though you give Micah Parsons more freedom because he'll
Yep.
probably line him up off the edge. He'll probably have him blitz inside. He can probably line him up also as a middle linebacker as well, or even
Yep.
drop him into coverage. Micah Parsons also creates looks that even in his rookie year, there was a couple times he lined up as cornerback on
hmm
certain sets. They even throw in a blitz. They even blitzed him at cornerback back then, and
Yep.
he got a sack. Like you can really do different shit with Micah Parsons. Hell, you can. Micah Parsons is such an athlete, and by the way, I'm not really talking out of my ass like this, but it's
hmm
because of the athlete he is that he could even line up as a box safety if they really
Yep.
wanted to. Like that's how much built. Like he's not just a rusher; he's a pure football player.
Right.
And don't let the ball get in his fucking hands. Do not
Yep.
let the ball get in his hands because he is also he's a defensive lineman who at the same time is built like a running back.
Right.
That kid has speed. You saw he's returned a fumble for a touchdown a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
That his juking ability, like it's scary. Like he's such a threat. We haven't seen a true athlete like him. in our lifetime.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this kid, like, you get, like, Jerry Jones gave up a generational talent. This guy is like, you hear a lot of the, oh, he's a once in a generation. No, this guy's really a once in a generation. This guy is really once in a generation. Like,
Yeah,
the mold
absolutely.
that he has is crazy, bro.
Yep,
No bullshit. Like,
for sure.
you know, it's Jerry Jones fucked it up. He fucked it up for his Cowboys. But we
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about the Cowboys over here. They can go suck a dick. I'm being honest.
absolutely.
They really can. They really can.
Absolutely.
Jerry Jones, you got to get the fuck out of there. Stephen
Yep.
Jones, yeah, you're gonna have to talk to your father. And I know, and I'm gonna get to this interview also, because I will say, to kind of give a little foreshadowing, Jerry Jones didn't look too happy. I'm not excuse me, not Jerry Jones. Stephen Jones, his son, did not
Yeah.
look too happy in that podium. No bullshit. No bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And before I do get to it, real quick, Amari.
Yes.
Actually, no bullshit. No, let me actually wait to ask you this, because this was mentioned in the interview. This was mentioned
Mm-hmm.
in the interview. See, I'm too excited. I'm too excited to ask this. Real quick chat. Let me get to, where's the interview at? Where's the interview? Oh, it's I believe it's this right here. My fault, chat. Let's see. Is this it regarding? Okay. This is it. This is it. Word. I found it. My fault, chat. I have a bunch of tabs open. Here you go. And this is it right here. And then let me share it. Word. Okay, bet. Oh shit, my computer's about to die. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. I gotta get the charger. Amari, take
Yes.
the floor. If you have any encouraging words, any updates, let the chat know. You got it.
Yes. Also, guys, for those watching, if you guys also are into fantasy, I got a couple sleeper picks for you guys in fantasy. I've been doing my fantasy homework. Right now, I'm big on Travion Henderson as a running back who's going to see a lot of touches this year, sharing a backfield with Ramondre Stevenson, who has fumble troubles. I think Travion Henderson had a strong showing and a strong outing in this preseason, so I think he's going to get a lot of snaps by scoring a lot of touchdowns. I think at tight end, Colston Loveland is going to be a guy to definitely watch out for. He is going to share a little bit with Komet, but I think he will take over the targets as the course of the year goes. That is a good backup tight end, a dark horse tight end there. A little bit of a sleeper tight end to put on your bench in case you need a backup tight end. And then I really like Calvin Ridley. Cam Ward gets, a guy to like basically force feed, and Calvin Ridley is a guy with a great catch radius and a good route runner, guy with some speed, who is definitely capable of getting 1,000 yards, definitely this upcoming season, hopefully. So Cam Moore can boost and inflate his stats. But yeah, couple of fantasy sleepers there. A sleeper defense, I would say, in fantasy too. For those also Texans, definitely sleeper defense.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, absolutely.
Say that word. Yeah, no, fantasy football is about to be lit, chat. Fantasy football about to be
Yep.
lit.
Yes, indeed.
I will say, real quick, before we get into it, one advice I will give y'all for fantasy football is make sure you do your fucking research.
Yep.
That's what I will say. That's the only
Yep.
advice I'm gonna give y'all. Just do your research.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. Fantasy football, just like fantasy, and that's all for fantasy. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, if you play fantasy in any of them, do your research about fantasy, like all the fantasy sports. Actually do research on how to play and
Yep.
do your research on these players. The casuals will do dumb shit.
Yep.
The actual guys who study make great decisions. Just keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
All righty. My fault, Chad. I had to grab the charger. My shit almost died, and I would have looked like a dumb nigga. Okay. And Amari probably would have just been here by himself. by himself. God, no bullshit. Okay, let's see. So this is from Pro Football Talk. This is published by Mike Florio.
Mhm.
It says, it's the title. During press conference, Jerry Jones repeatedly referred to Micah Parsons as Michael.
Wow.
Interesting. Right. That, somebody's salty. Okay, so I'm gonna get. Let me get into it. Let me see. Who starts with the start? Oh yeah, I'm bugging. It starts right here. All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it for y'all. But also, I'll start. I'll stop periodically to get Amari's input too.
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. So it says the Cowboys press conference regarding the Micah Parsons trade was a wild ride for many reasons. Here's one. Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones repeatedly referred to Micah as Michael. Once, Jerry corrected himself. Later, Stephen Jones corrected his father. It was odd. It was strange. There's no doubt as to the accuracy of Parsons' name. It conjured memories of Panthers owner David Tepper repeatedly referring to head coach Frank Reich as Reich in the press conference after Reich was fired. That's a fact. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that too. It's a subtle but unmistakable sign of disrespect. Amari, just by the strength of all that, Jerry, would you just, is it fair to say Jerry Jones is a complete dickhead?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you're gonna continue on. There's a couple of things he says that boggles my mind. You're gonna keep going.
Okay,
It's
going on. Yeah, okay, I'll
it'll
keep going.
make my point. Yeah,
Okay, bet. Say that.
yeah, it'll make my point.
Bet. All right. Let's see. Okay. We can't recall a single time Jones has ever called Parsons anything but Micah during his 4 years as a Cowboy. It feels like an accidentally deliberate diss, something that won't be obvious, but that will give Jones a little satisfaction. Sort of the satisfaction when he claimed not to know the name of Parsons' agent, David Mulugeta. Regardless, it's a multi-billionaire's prerogative to get names wrong or to pretend they don't know people's names. They're above it all, and those whose names they get wrong or don't know are beneath them. Yeah. I feel you on that. All right. And okay, so that's the whole article right there. Okay, cool. So it doesn't, yeah, that's right. It doesn't really show no videos. I can't really play the videos because I will get flagged. But yeah, so that right there, obviously that's the sign of disrespect, obviously. But if I was able to play the actual video of it, you'll be able to kind of see like what was really going on and really the in-depth in the moment. But Amari, because I know this wasn't mentioned. Actually, no. I will say no. Actually, no. If should I find another article that helps your point, or are you able to give your point now since the article's finished? I should say.
No, yeah, that works. I think Jerry Jones is just in that mentality of he wants to do it his way, and he just always has been in that mentality of he wants to do it his way. It's hot his way or no way, and I
Right.
think that it's not going to work. It never really has worked so far up until this point. So I think he's going to be in for a pretty rude awakening.
I think so too. With that being said, he does now have 4 first-round picks, right? Now I'm going to throw something at you real quick, especially because this is a guy who always tries to go for the high-profile type of guys, especially in the draft class. Do you think that the Cowboys tank for Arch Manning in this spot?
No, I think the Colts do.
Yeah, that's what I really think too.
I think the Colts do.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys are the Cowboys are definitely not in play for that. Like they have Dak, they want to win now. They have Joe Milton at backup. They have who's like Dak's size and like well, he's a little bit bigger, but he's kind of the similar play style. And then you got CD and George Pickens, two young wide receivers. Jake Ferguson, a young guy too. So
Yep.
I don't think I don't think he'd go to Dallas because like he belongs there. I think he'd go in case like they feel like that would be the best situation for him. But I do think that he's probably going to go to the Colts where like there's a quarterback battle. But Shane Steichen's a fucking shitty coach, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a good offensive coordinator. He does have an offensive mind, but coaching wise, as the main man, yeah. There's more. Trust me, we'll get into that another day. That's a fact. Or even throughout the year, we'll get into it. Because the Colts, last few years, the Colts is just, ain't been in.
Yeah.
Them losing to in the last week of in 21 when they lost out of the playoffs, it hasn't been the same since. No
Oh
bullshit.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
It's not been the same. They're wasting guys like they're wasting Jonathan Taylor's talent. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yep.
Sadly. And by the way, chat, before I get into the next thing, Jonathan Taylor a few years ago did request a trade. And he ended up getting a new contract and he stayed. Cool that he got his money, but I think he should have got out of there when he had the chance.
Typical NFL shit.
Yeah. Literally typical NFL shit. Same thing. I can go on all day about it, especially about Myles Garrett, but we'll save that for another day. We'll save that for another day. No bullshit, chat. Let's see. Anything else? Did I have one more thing? Oh, yes. Final thing of the night. BC football. Football. This will be quick, and quite frankly, BC is up against they are up against Fordham, which is a FCS school, so they shouldn't have too much problem with it. I'm going to give you guys the depth chart of BC for week 1. Let me do that real quick. Word. So this is their week 1. Let me let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay, well, that's a little bit bigger. At least chat can see. Yeah, and actually, let me also, because I know chat, there's some advertisements typically. There you go. Word. So this is the offense. They got defense. Where they got defense and special teams. All right, word. So we'll start with the offense. So their BC starting quarterback for week 1 and hopefully the foreseeable future is transfer Dylan Lonergan, a former 4-star recruit from Alabama. He is now the main man at BC. He has that relationship with Bill O'Brien dating back to a couple years ago when a few years ago, I should say, when he recruited him to BC. He was there with him. Naturally, O'Brien left for the NFL for a year and in the end came back to college football. Took a couple years, but Dylan Lonergan is back with him over here at BC. I've heard that he's shown flashes in practice. He has a big arm. People have said that the arm talent that he has not been seen since quarterback and really BC great Matt Ryan. So that's promising. That's very promising. I think, especially he'll be able to show out this game. But I think his future with BC is very bright.
Yep.
And I also think BC will really see a vast improvement with him running the show. How do you feel about that, Amari?
Yes, indeed. I agree.
Hell yeah. And especially a kid coming from Alabama, that means that nigga ain't no slouch. He was coached by Saban. He was coached by Kalen DeBoer. This kid got some talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
He's not
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we'll see. Let's see how everything plays out with him. Starting running back is going to be – actually, I'll go through the whole depth chart. So, Lonergan is the starting quarterback. The backup is Grayson James, who did finish out the year last year as a starter. As Thomas Castellano, he quit the team like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's now at Florida State. Florida State does play Alabama Saturday night. You will see Thomas Castellanos play. I will get into that start too when the time comes in a few days.
They will get their ass whooped.
And they will, and he shouldn't have. And I will say, chat, before I get into that in a couple days, Thomas Castellanos should have kept his mouth shut. He opened his mouth. He wanted to talk shit about Alabama. He's going to get cracked. Somebody's going to crack his ass. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, right, Alabama's no joke this year.
Alabama's no joke. No bullshit. Year 2, Kalen DeBoer. Watch out.
Yep.
Let's see. So, Grayson James is the backup. Running backs. The starter is going to be Jordan McDonald. He is a senior this year. You're also going to see a lot of backup Turbo Richard, who had a great freshman year. Alex Broom is the third-string quarterback. And Bo McCormick, who is a freshman who was a star at Milton Academy, which is right down the road for me. He was a stud the last couple years. Yeah, he's gonna be a factor for the future, but he may see some time in Saturday's game, but he could very well see some time throughout the year too. Excited for him. Tight ends is going to be senior Jeremiah Franklin. Ty Lockwood is the backup, who's also from Alabama. He's a sophomore transfer from Alabama. Zeke Moore is the third string tight end. Right tackle is going to be Kevin Klein. His backup is Ryan McCow. Logan Taylor's going at right guard. Judah Pruitt is his backup. Dwayne Alec is at center. Michael Krunse, I believe that's how you say his name. I apologize, Mr. Krunse, or Mr. Michael. I'm going to call you for right now. He's the backup. Eric Daughtry is at left guard. Tommy Matheson is the backup. Jude Bowery is the starting left tackle, who also, like, I will say about this kid, I've heard rave reviews about him. They said that he could very well end up hearing his name in the draft. If he has a good year and rise his stock, he could very well end up in the second or third round, from what I've been told. That's from what I've been told. And then Pepe Abdullah. Yeah, sorry, Chad. He's going to be the backup left tackle. I apologize, my boy. You got that hard name. I ain't going to do you crazy. But the starting receivers, starting F receiver is Lewis Bond. His backup is Luke McLaughlin. Jaden Skeet, Hyde Park native. Shout out to Jaden Skeet. He's from Hyde Park. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. He's the starting Z receiver. VJ Wilkins, he's a transfer. He is the backup to him. Ishmael Zamore from Everett is the third string. Reed Harris, who had a nice year last year, he's the starting X. Freshman Dawson Powell, he's the backup. Just to say real quick for the receivers, VJ Wilkins, he was hurt throughout training camp. Once he's fully healthy, and he is healthy right now, but once he fully gets back into it, he will be a factor as well in the passing game. He had a great year last year at Mercer. They made it to the FCS playoffs. He's rocking 21 on this team. Be on the lookout for number 21. I will say for the receivers also, Jaden Skeet has also seen rave reviews from insiders and even Bill O'Brien. Hyde Park native, went to Catholic Memorial. He should be in for a nice year this year. He's a junior. If he has a great year, if he does have a great year, he may could very well declare early. But hopefully he stays for 4 years. He has a lot of talent and he'll be able to help this team. But these receivers, I will say, Amari, these receivers, especially what they showed last year, and even what they're going to show this year, these are some NFL level receivers right here. We have 3 NFL level receivers. Yeah, I tell you. What
I like Reed. I like Reed Harris a lot, bro.
You do, right? Hell yeah.
Big body, 6'5", 215, bro. I like his game.
Hell yeah.
Reminds me a lot of Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
His game show.
Yes.
Reed Harris is definitely someone to watch out for. That's my guy to watch out for this year on BC. Absolutely. That might be one of the send-off recruits in the draft eventually coming up. So
exactly. And he has a couple more years. A couple more years. And I will, because I forgot he's a redshirt. If Reed Harris has a big year, like Amari said, he could very well declare. He could declare. He is. I believe he's 21 now. So he could very well declare. And mind you, Reed Harris is a former quarterback. And he's tall as shit. He's a former 6'5" quarterback. So he has some talent. He does have some talent, and he has some brains. Be on the lookout for Reed Harris this year. He should have a great year. Along with Lewis Bond as well. But Reed Harris is able to stretch the field more.
Absolutely.
No bullshit. The defense, I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to start with the lineman. Left defensive end, Edwin Kolengi is the starting left defensive end. Favor Bate, transfer from Merrimack. He is the backup. Quan Williams, sorry for the screen. Quan Williams is the starting nose tackle. Chris Marble Jr., he's a transfer. He's the backup. Cedarius McConnell, starting defensive tackle. Ty Clemens is his backup. Quintavious Hutchins is the starting right defensive end. Jason Flint is his backup. Linebackers. Weak side linebacker Davion Crouch is he should do well this year. A lot of rave reviews about him. Bryce Steele is his backup. Bryce Steele is, I believe, a former 4-star recruit. He came back from cancer at the end of last year. He also will get some time. Be on the lookout for Bryce Steele too. He should be able to impact player this year. Jason Hewlett Jr. He is the starting middle linebacker. Owen McGowan from Mass as well. He went to the Catholic Memorial. He's a senior. He's definitely going to see some time as well. Defensive backs, I should say. Amari Jackson, who had a nice year last year, is back. He did, I believe he fucked up his knee in the middle of the year last year. He's fully healthy. He's back starting that corner. Isaiah Ferris is his backup. KP Price is starting at strong safety. He had a nice year last year. Hopefully he builds upon that. Carter Davis is his backup. Carter Davis has shown flashes from what I heard. He'll be in play to get to see some time as well. He's only a sophomore, but he will see some time.
I was going to say KP Price is someone I'm looking to, like, he definitely could expound on the season he had last year, show some more improvement.
Absolutely. No, yeah. And
to be a potential draft radar player,
Absolutely. No, and
because he's getting there.
He is getting there.
He showed flashes last year.
Mm-hmm. And what I like about him, I will say, and I'm glad you said that, Amari, he can hit. He can hit.
Yeah.
He can hit.
He's a very fundamental player, and he's athletic. He's very athletic.
Very athletic. And he does have great hands, too. He does have great hands,
If you're very fundamental on top of being a very good athlete, at just naturally gifted, like intangibles physically, like, damn, bro. Like, it's there. It's just this year we hope to see more, I guess not big playability, but more just, not game wrecking ability, but you know what I mean.
Exactly. Like a stable presence that really sets the tone.
Yeah, someone that they like, they don't want to throw to either,
Exactly. That's a fact. Yeah, now KP Price, no, he should have a big year. He should have a big year. I tell you. And I will say, KP Price, he's not entirely this player, but he does kind of remind me of Justin Simmons from back in the day. And if you know Justin Simmons very well, he's had a great NFL career. Very underrated guy too. Very underrated guy. No bullshit. Omar Thornton is the starting free safety. Omarion Davis is his backup. Third string is Charlie Camella, who's a redshirt freshman. This kid Camella, he is a dual sport athlete. He is a football player. He also plays on the baseball team, and he's from Massachusetts. I believe he went to Xaverian, so he's a local kid. He should see some time as well. Sayer Torrance. I was right. Sayer Torrance is the starting right cornerback for right now. He's only a sophomore. I'm surprised that Max Tucker is a backup. So Max Tucker probably didn't have as great of a camp. Max Tucker was a starting corner last year, and he did well. He did do well. Hopefully, on his part, Max Tucker, he'll get a lot of playing time. He will. Hopefully he regains his starting role back. But that's kind of tough to see. It's kind of tough to see. No bullshit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he is a local kid too. He went to Catholic Memorial. He was on the radar. He's actually was on the radar, especially last year, for guys to get looked at to get drafted for this year. So he has a lot to prove this year. He has to get back on track.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Cameron Martinez, former Ohio State player, came along with Bill O'Brien. He is a starting nickel. TJ Green, who's a freshman, is his backup. So there's your defense right there. But like Amari said, look for KP Price to have a big year. Davion Crouch should have a good year at weak side linebacker. Bryce Steele, like I said, he came back from cancer at the end of last year. Former 4-star prospect. Look for him to also really be a part of the defense as well when he does get the opportunity. Let's see, for special teams. The starting kicker is Seamus Florio, who I actually played against in high school. Seamus Florio, shout out to bro. I believe Florio is from Andover. I believe. So played him a couple times. Yeah, he was a teammate of former BC quarterback, but mainly made his name for himself at Brown and is currently in the UFL. EJ Perry, that was his teammate. So yeah, he got some years on him. He's a graduate transfer. His backup is Andy Quinn, Luca Lombardo. Oh, actually, okay. So I get okay. So they it looks like they're using a couple kickers. That makes sense. So you have the place kicker. So the PT is a place kicker, but he's going to be used. Actually, yeah, he'll be used in some way, shape, or form. But the current actual kicker, who's going to be kicker and is going to be the kickoff specialist as well, is going to be Luca Lombardo, who saw a lot of time last year. Liam Connor is his backup for both the place kicker and the kickoff specialist. Long snapper is Ben Mann. His backup is Cooper Crook. Seamus Florio is going to be the holder, so he will be out there. Andy Quinn, again, is his backup for that as well. Isaiah Ferris is the punt returner. His backup is Cameron Martinez. Turbo Richard is, not surprised, the starting kick returner. He's a very speedy back. Bo McCormick is his backup. Word. So that is your depth chart, at least for week 1, against Fordham. I'm not going to lie, and I know Amari feels the same. They're going to beat the brakes out of Fordham. They're going to beat the brakes out of Fordham.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them.
They
they're
should.
FCS school.
They
they're
should.
FCS school. Yeah. And Fordham is a good school. It is a good school, but when you're playing FCS opponents, naturally, those are D1 players, but those are D1 players that obviously, aren't
less talented.
FCS level players. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference. There's a difference. So they have talent. They do have talent, but you'll see the difference real quick.
Right. Yep.
In layman's terms. But yeah, I see. Obviously, it should be a blowout at Alumni Stadium. Should kick off a great season for the BC Eagles. There will be some. I'm going to cover them a lot. Notre Dame does visit them, as well as Clemson this year. There will be no Bill Belichick on the schedule for a couple years for BC. Just to let
you know. Is that Clemson game home?
The Clemson game is home.
I'm trying to go see paid Club Nick, nigga.
Facts. Notre Dame is home too, so I wouldn't mind seeing Jeremiah Love as well. Hell yeah!
Sorry, I love my Eagles. But I'm trying to see.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, no. When you get a team like that, a team like Clemson,
trying to see the NFL prospects,
Exactly. That's a fact. I will say, Chad, time to go ahead of time. This game will be on the ACC network Saturday. Week 2, we will cover week 2. Week 2 is a primetime game against Michigan State at Michigan State on NBC. Primetime football. BC getting some primetime love early in the year. That we haven't seen that in we've seen it this last year and now this year. But watch out for BC, man. They're on the right path. Bill O'Brien's doing a wonderful job, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. And I will say, chat, because of the relationship Mike Vrabel and Bill O'Brien has, I should say, excuse me, you may see a guy or two that I just named end up on a Patriots roster in the foreseeable future, i.e., within the next few years.
Yeah,
Mike Vrabel is going to do his homework on these guys.
Absolutely.
Keep that in mind. Let's see. Anything else for the night? I think we covered that. Yep, Peyton Tolley already. Rivalry jerseys. All right, word. For right now, because I know it is 3:06, which is crazy as shit. We've been on live for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Talking that good shit.
Talking that shit. Yeah, no, I think it's about that time for myself as well and Amari to get some shut eye. Amari, any final thoughts for tonight? Any final thoughts on Peyton Tolley or anything?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game tomorrow. Gonna tune in, watch the US Open's on.
Oh, yes, sir.
Tune in, watch the US Open. College football weekend back in full swing. So yeah.
Already, I will glad that you said that, Amari. Also, I will say, chat, there has already been an upset in college football as number 25 Boise State was taken out by South Florida, the South Florida Bulls.
As expected, kind of honestly, because
no facts, yeah,
only really ranked because of last year.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I will say, chat, I did watch a good amount of that game. It was easy to tell from the start that Boise State, obviously, you don't have Ashton Jeanty anymore. There are somewhat of a younger team. You do have Mark Madsen as your quarterback, but you do have a lot of guys now, especially on the offense, that haven't been out there and still have to get used to being a college football player.
Yep.
So naturally, that game, and even the defense too. They lost a good amount of guys from last year. That was a game right there that they're going to fall out of the rankings, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You just got to play their game. But South Florida, hey, good win for them. Week 1, good win. Their quarterback, I fuck with their quarterback. Their quarterback put some pain into some of these guys' chest. No bullshit. Running through guys and shit like that.
Absolutely.
I'll give it to them. Yeah, there are more games this weekend. I will say tomorrow I will get back on Colorado and Georgia Tech at Folsom Field in Colorado tomorrow. Arguably the college game of the night. That's going to be spectacular. I know Amari's going to tune in. We got some shit to talk about with that tomorrow. That's a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. But with that being said, chat, we're on to later on. Actually, because it's already Friday, we're on to later on tonight. Chat, it's been a pleasure. This has been another edition of What the Hell's Happening Sports with my guy Amari Scott.
Yes, indeed.
Bay State Media. Hell yeah. What the hell's happening? Sport Bay State Media type shit. You know the vibes.
Yep.
You know the vibes.
Every week.
Keep tuning in. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to bro. Shout out to Nana for tuning in. Tell you, man. Shout out to everybody else who tuned in. Also, I appreciate y'all. Y'all. Absolutely. We'll get back onto it later on tonight. We'll recap Peyton Tolley and Paul Skeen's start. Recap.
Absolutely. We'll be right back at it.
Hell yeah. And anything else that goes on tomorrow, you already know we're going to talk about it. Hell yeah, chat. But yeah, with that being said, we're off to bed because we're grown men and we got to get up for work later on. So, it was a pleasure, my brother. You already know.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk to you later.
All right, brother.
All right, brother, man. Peace.
Good
night, everybody. Good night, chat. Yes, sir. Catch y'all.